Howdy there, chat. Welcome all to our playthrough of the funny incest game. The iconic Syscon game. We're not actually playing the Coffin of Andy and Lele, as the keen eye might have noticed through the abilities of basic reading comprehension. We're actually well, I'm kind of blocking it there. We're actually playing the Coffin of Andrew and Renee. It is not Syscon, it is MomCon this time, actually. You've been epically trolled once again. Just me this time. I'm afraid MomCon is an acquired taste. And none of my associates are minor spelling mistake or truth-pilled enough to see the reality of how it is. Well, you know, it is what it is. The show must go on. Did the new chapter just come out? It's been out for a while, actually. Well, are you talking? This is a mod. This is not the real game we're playing. We're playing a mod. For the base game, no, the new chapter did not come out. Chapter 3 is not completed. Episode 3. They're called episodes. So, you're wrong. Big mistake there. But if you're referring to the mod, the second episode has just released for it. I made a video covering the first episode of the mod when that came out a couple of months ago. It was for Mother's Day. That was the Mother's Day special. And I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good. I know some people from the team watched that video because I had one of the writers leave a nice YouTube comment saying he enjoyed the video. So, you know, that made me pretty happy. The mom mode, that is. Referring to it as a mode, that's a pretty cool thing to do. But yeah, the new episode of it has just come out, and that very same writer on the team gave me his blessing, said, "Oh, I hope you play it, I hope you cover it again." I might, but we're definitely going to play it on stream. How can I not after I received his very blessing? I don't know if you're watching this, dude, but if you are, amazing job on the first episode, and I hope the second one is also very good. I know it will be. Call it a bias, but from the contents of my hard drive that you see before you, none of these pictures were downloaded. I want you to know. Well, like, they weren't downloaded for the purposes of making this. This was just images I already had on my computer. Except for that flag. I don't know what that is. Is that Sweden or something? Greetings. Hello there, White Eagle Boneguard. Greetings to you as well. Glad you could make it. Without further ado, we're just gonna go right into it. Let me open this up. I made sure to update it beforehand, because the mod launcher actually takes a bit of a while. It probably doesn't take that long to update. It's just my PC is iconically bad. But we've wasted enough time dilly-dallying. Here we are. Oh wait, hold on. You guys can't see it. Allow me a moment to activate gamer mode. There we go. Perfect. I hope you will enjoy our work. It's you! Dude, what the frick? I was just talking about you. That's what we're... Oh, dang it. No, that was the wrong thing. I jump scared myself out of there. Frick. There we go. That should be good now. Fricked up my sleep for this. Dude, Crow, you're frick up your sleep all the time. What are you talking about? Your sleep has been broken, man. That's just... You gotta accept that's your normal sleep schedule now. Is the game too loud? I think it's just my PC settings, man. I'm gonna put it a little bit lower because it's a bit loud for me. As I was saying before, I have in fact played this before. I played episode 1 way back then, but I was reading through the README of the game, and they recommended that you play through it from the start. And, you know, I'm going to do what I'm told. I also have short-term memory loss, as you all know, so I probably forgot some stuff regarding the story. So it won't be a blind playthrough until we reach episode 2, because they've been releasing devlogs and the like, so I know a little bit, but I tried not to look at them because I prefer to go into like visual novels blind. You were talking about my colleague. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad. Same goes to you, both of you. Everyone involved. Hats off to you. I'm tipping my hat. Oh, did they change episode 1? Yeah, they added some stuff. It says, I assume artwork got changed because this looks very different. I'll allow this corner for now. Oh my gosh, hypocrisy at its finest. I can respect it though. You allow the corner when it's a corner you like. We got a guy in there. Wait, never mind. What is that? Schizophrenia. The corner didn't change. It's not even a GIF this time. It's just a still picture. Great job, team. Excellent job, team. I love that GIF so much. But yeah, we're gonna do a new game, not continue. They provided another save file. This art is new. I'm 1000% sure. Well, yeah, you saw the old art in my waiting screen. This art is definitely new. It looks way better. So that's already a new thing. The revolver looks extra gray. All right, we've been idling for long enough. New game create. Why would anyone play a visual novel with a controller? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Why would you play it? If you play a game like this with a controller, you're weird. Mom, I'm just... Calm down, Andrew. Just tell me what happened. It's just Lele said I couldn't tell anyone. You know you can tell. You know you can tell me anything. Great corner and good new art. Mom looks great in both. Well said. Okay, but please don't get mad. Up and at 'em, Renee. Hunger sure isn't doing you any favors, but that's no excuse for laziness, god damn it. What kind of example are you setting? Now, go find something for breakfast. Look at this. I like this game style a lot. I know this isn't exclusive to the mod, but it's a wonders what you can do, because the game isn't really animated at all. But it's, I don't know, I'm a bit of a hobbyist game developer, I can say. I haven't released anything I've made publicly, at least not shared it to any meaningful capacity. So it's just always something I pick up on. But a lot of times, like subtle things in the environment are always animated to make it so you don't notice it, but it's, wind blowing or like, snow falling, things like that, just that you don't immediately notice but have some kind of like subconscious effect and make the environment just feel more pleasant to look at. But none of that is here, but it's still just the style, the very pop book style of it is so appealing that it doesn't feel necessary. If I ever make a game, it's going to be in this style for sure. I feel like I couldn't do, it's not something I'd want to like work with just because I do like animation. I'm not good at it, but I like looking at it. But this is very appealing in its own way, and definitely props out to both the original artists, Nemlai, who made this, and the mod team that were able to like really accurately replicate it. I'd say. Oh, washing machine. I wonder if anything weird happens on that thing. See, I still remember some stuff. I should probably save. I'm gonna overwrite my save files because there's no reason to keep them. In fact, let me overwrite all of them right now. Yeah, that way there's no... Yeah, look at that. I've played the base game up until the point where it's currently at, like the latest update. I didn't do all the endings. Well, do they really count as endings? They're obviously supposed to be like bad endings. The only thing is... I didn't do the... I made it up to like the point where you continue next update. I didn't do all the alternate endings. I did watch the Leah stream. I watched Leah play them. Leah Phase Connect, if any of you guys are fans. I'm not. I don't watch Leah. That was the only Leah stream I've seen. But I'd like to keep it that way. I should probably continue. Look at him. It's the iconic guy. Your darling boy is fast asleep. He seems a bit lonely. Things have been rough for him lately. Average male living space. I think there's something missing here. There was multiple endings in episode 1. I'm talking about the base game. Because the base game has multiple endings. Not in episode 1, in like the most current current one that's out. Clock is ticking away. Inside the cabinets is salvation. Got a can of tomatoes. You and Andrew have been holding on to this for a while. Maybe you should ask him if you should eat it. There's perfectly good trash right there, you idiot. Oh, now he's awake. You show him the tomato can. Look what I found. Ellipses. It's been a few days since our last rationed meal. What do you think? Put it back. What? I am so close to my breaking point. It's the last bit of food that we have. We're starving, Andrew. I know that we can hold off for a few more days, but I'm just saying that. I know, Mom. All I'm saying is that we need to think with our heads and not with our stomachs. Don't lecture me. Haven't I been through enough already? I wasn't. Look, instead of wasting both of our time and energy on arguing, go put that can of tomatoes back. I can't stand to go a few more days. I can stand to. Dyslexia kicking in. Stand to go a few more days without food anyway. Well, we've made do for 2 now. We'll just have to make do with your world-renowned water soup. Don't push me. Don't push me. I will feed. I will feed this to you and force you to watch me starve to death. How motherly of you. All right, I'll go put it back. What a nice couple. They should copulate. She's gonna break bad. I'm gonna break bad. It's called ice soup is the practical term. I know people say like things like that as a joke. I should put it back. Good. No, this. Police officer. Good day. Are you still alive in there? There in a second. For the love of God, tell me you've got food today. Right, about that. No food today either. It's not my fault though. Take it up with the delivery crew. They were supposed to bring it in. Right, so you're totally powerless to say, bring us a meal so we don't starve? That's not under my purview, lady. In fact, I'm strictly prohibited from doing so. Well, I don't quite fancy... Oh, man, these people are British. Well, I don't quite fancy losing my starvation. I'd like to have a word with someone, anyone who can help. No can do, even I don't talk with the high-ups. Then I'd like to have a word with my lawyer. When they get wind of this, you're done for. Ha, as if. You'd have to take that up with this company. They can afford better lawyers than you anyways. You better call Saul, then I won't sue the company. In fact, I'll be suing you specifically. That's right, I'll enjoy mooching off your paychecks after all is said and done. Sure, lady. Anyways, I've got work to do. Sort it out. Hey, don't leave like that. Why you? Sigh. It's pointless anyway. Okay, I can't do it because I'm not a woman and I'm not British, thank God. But British accents are hot. Like, that's just not true. You can hate on the British for a lot of things, but the way British women talk, nah, man. Don't don't hate on that. Okay, to be fair, Welsh accents kind of mog it. What's her name? I'm forgetting her name. The cat girl from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And Ronnie from Elden Ring both have Welsh accents. And they are both like the hottest things ever. Some of the hottest voices in gaming. Okay. I'll be there in a bit. Oh, okay, I forgot I needed to put it back. Sigh. Your last talk with the warden made you hungrier than you were before. You decide against your better judgment to cook the can of tomatoes. It already looks like... Is that the same sprite they used for human flesh? Don't look at me like that. I understand I heard the commotion. No reason to cry over it. I'm not stupid enough to let this go to waste. Well, how is it? About as fine as the last resort can be. Never thought I'd be eating ketchup for... That's a freak... Okay. I don't know. When I think cans of tomatoes, I'm like, ketchup paste is probably what they're eating. Ketchup paste straight out of the can is good. So, like, I don't want to hear it. I've made pasta before, like spaghetti. I'm a bit of a chef. And sometimes I'll just take a spoonful straight of, like when I take out the tomato paste, I'll take a spoonful straight out of the can and just eat it like that. Like that's good. Well, there's a lot of food out there that like just the uncooked form of is really good. Ramen, like just uncooked ramen, uncooked dry ramen block. If you like squeeze it up and well, not squeeze, but crunch it up, that's like chips to munch on. That's like better than a bag of Lay's potato chips. The right women will make the most disgusting of accents hot. You're okay. Not true. The like most disgusting of it's the other way around. The most disgusting of accents can ruin the right woman, okay? You have it completely out of the ballpark. The Welsh accent is a plus. Strony fan over here. I don't know what that means. So you kind of lost me with that one. I won't be hearing hate about that. British, sure, not everyone's cup of tea. But like Welsh, dude, really? Have you heard Shondo? Anyone here a fan of like Fallen Shadow Shondo? Have you heard her British accent? You clearly have no idea what you're talking about. Off your rockers, all of you. Just appreciate the fact you're eating anything at all. This might be the last thing we eat for a while. Perfectly good pillows, perfectly good drywall. I see some alcohol in there that's probably like some drops over there by the garbage. So there's still there's stuff you could eat if you really tried. I watch her sometimes. She's funny. I like her and cute. I hope it's not the last thing we ever eat. I do not want my last meal to be tomato sauce. Stop playing with your food and eat up. Sheesh, I'm going to. But don't expect me to be enthusiastic about this. They're not even thinking. They have an ice box. First of all, these people don't have a fridge. They have an ice box. What is this, the 40s? Second of all, they got a fridge, well, an ice box right there. They could just divide the tomato cans into like a spoon, like a little teaspoon each. Freeze them, and then you have little tomato bites, and that can last you longer. Yeah, they could ration this food out smartly, but they're idiots, and they kind of deserve to starve. It is in that moment that an ominous tune assaults your eardrums. Again? Can't even have dinner in peace. I'm fed up to the back teeth with this crap. Is that an expression? Just try to ignore him. There's not much we can do about that. Like hell there isn't. Do you still have the key to that balcony I gave you? Yeah, here. Got balcony key. Oh, look, we have a party now. Gotta save. You unlocked the balcony door. Ashtray. Hey, jackass, shut off that migraine of a musical number. Turn that crap off now before I smash that stereo with your head. Laugh. What? Nothing, just wondering how you missed the gaping chasm between our apartments. I mean, I could probably make that jump. Aren't you like 40? This woman's geriatric, but I'd rather intimidate him instead. Then you need to make that threat believable. You're no athlete, and you're old. And even if you were young, did you actually think he even heard you scream? He's got a whole rave going on in there. Fat chance. Right, but you agree we have to do something. So indulge me. Do you have a better plan? My first instinct is to find a way to bridge the gap. Though we're running short on tight ropes last I checked. Not running short on bridges though. Huh? For once your good for nothing father's laziness is gonna be of use. Follow me. Okay. I mean, he could stretch out across the balcony and we could do that, but he's a lazy bum. What a guy. Over here. Oh wait, no, it's the bedroom. Oh, here's more potential stuff to eat. Right there, you got a little bit of laundry detergent. When I was a kid, a lot of people used to eat that. There's probably like stuff in that, trash can, used condoms and the like. Where is it? Here. Holy crap, Mom, are you alright? Been better. This is what I meant when I said your father was useless. Women, am I right, fellas? What is this? A double bed? Wait, no, I didn't wait, no, that was a funny line. Sorry guys, you guys didn't get to see that joke. Alright. Junk and bills you're gonna get to play. The silver lining to this whole situation is that taxes no longer eat away at you. Sometimes you wish you could eat them though. This game's dialogue style has always reminded me a lot of like Danganronpa. Eating raisins right now, what's wrong with you? It's like, it's the Halloween season, you know you can buy candy, right? Like what does that... I'll be driving for a minute, I can't chat, but unfortunately no beer. You don't keep like an emergency one in your car? What's wrong with you? You gotta buy yourself one of those beer hats. I never understood all those techniques people post online on this is how you can hide alcohol at work. Like if you're just trying to be quirky about it, just put in a water bottle and like say it's lemonade or something. Like don't... It's not hard to hide it. You're just trying to... You just want people to find so you can be like, oh, I'm the alcoholic. It's like performative alcoholism versus real alcoholism. Look at them. Oh, diamonds from hell, hear my plea. Oh, the unholy ones, I come seeking your advice. God damn it, what am I doing wrong? I thought that was perfect. I knew I should have killed that guy when I had the chance. Seems a bit rude to stalk. Guess you could always roleplay if you have nothing better to do. What do you make of all of this? Chat, what do you think? I've seen more authentic seances at cheesy Halloween parties. In any case, things look safe enough to give this degenerate an earful. Huh? Did I just... Hey, what are you doing on my balcony? How does it matter? What's important is why I'm here. Woman, I don't really care why you're here. Breaking and entering is illegal, you know. So is public disturbance, you cockhead. Now, if you don't want this to turn into a murder, I'd suggest you quiet down. Got that? Huh, you think you can threaten me? I'm protected by dark powers beyond your ken. Leave whence you came, lest you face my wrath. Look, mister, we didn't come here looking for trouble. I don't care if you're browsing reddit.com. Just lower the volume in the future, alright? I just... Right, sorry, yeah. Can you leave now? We'll hold you to that promise, or they'll be playing that song at your funeral. Whatever, just get out. Come on, Mom, let's go. Small dog behavior. Bro got threatened by a guy with the physique of a twink and immediately backed off. An elderly woman and the femboy scared you. The British really have no backbone. Or we pissed him off. Pissed him off? Andrew, whose ears were being violated back there? Okay, I get it. Anyway, that aside, I reckon it's TV... Oh, dude, Deltarune reference. That's so cool. That was a bad remark. I'm sorry about that. They were violating her ears. I'm sure she'd rather be violated by someone else. Plug into the TV. Just push the buttons on the TV. Meh, what a pain. Fine, I'll fetch some batteries for you. I always have to do everything around here. Yeah, woe is you. What did you just say? Nothing. Older women are truly horrifying. I mean, like, look at her. She's got like that dead... Everyone in this game always looks like so dead inside. I know that like adds to the ambiance. Old women are horrifying. Women above the age of 10, spooky. Batteries. Where does someone keep batteries? In the kitchen. Okay, that's not. These people are stupid. This house is stupid. Is it in the... Are they in the freaking bathroom? No, it's here. What's wrong? White noise. God, you miss your cooking shows. It would definitely make starvation harder to bear, but anything beats this. White noise. You've also tried to order food. upteen times, but for whatever reason, the orders never arrive. I don't know about you. A lot of people say like, "Oh, don't order, when there's a hurricane outside or something, there's like just some category 4 storm going on." And it's, "Oh, I would never order delivery right now because then some like poor bastard has to trudge through the horrid weather to give me my burrito." I completely disagree with that sentiment. There is no better time to order food than when it's like that much of an inconvenience for someone else. Even if I've worked delivery before, it's like that's the golden times because no one else is on. Everyone thinks like that, and then those are like the best hours to operate on because you're like bound to get something good, you know? Most people also feel kind of guilty, so when they do it, they tip better. So to keep the cycle going, if there's ever like a, I don't know, like a riot shooting going on outside, dude, order DoorDash. Force someone to drive through that. I promise you it'll be worth it. And like, maybe leave a tip, maybe don't. What can I say? Maybe you're feeling particularly evil. Do you keep your stuff in the bathroom? No, it's definitely in his room. I'm an idiot. Batteries are in here, yeah. Or is it? What the heck is this? No, what is blocking me from moving here? It's okay. No, the depth on this is weird. There's a book in the drawer. Ooh, CG. Brothers Grimm fable. It makes you happy to know Andrew still has this book. He thinks you're none the wiser, but you know he has a sentimental side, even if he denies it. What a twink femboy. It's a copy of Black Souls. What is this? Sit. Didn't you just go get the batteries? Why are you fiddling with the buttons? To prove a point. Then why did you get the batteries in the first place? To prove a point. Okay, I get the point. You want me to help more around the house. Can't you just hand me the batteries now so we can watch the news? No need, I'm done anyways. Whatever. Look at them watch. Thank you for tuning in. Today, we share with you some joyous developments in regards to the tainted water situation. The chemicals they put that are turning the frogs gay has now been resolved with. We're happy to announce that all apartments which the tainted water had been delivered to have been secured. It has been 3 months since the first incident was discovered, and the death toll is now at a comfy 53 total. No biggie. And the quarantine period for those who are at risk has been extended by another 2 weeks. Again? And to our friends in quarantine, thank you for keeping your disgusting parasite-infected bodies far, far away from home. From me. Sorry, it's thank you for your continued consideration to the public safety. That's all for today. Cheers. Guys, this is just like quarantine. It's just like COVID-19. I'm going to bed. You decide to do the same. Look. Why did I say Andrew? Andrew is talking on the phone with someone. It should be fine. Probably gonna take a while though. They have to make sure we're parasite free. The tone of his voice makes your stomach turn. You can't quite make out the other person's words. It's just, you're not with me. That makes two of us then. I'm looking forward to getting out and getting back to college. Your mom says you busy. Does she know? Oh, did you something? Did you? No, that's too many. I'm not guessing what that says. It's not important. Look, call whenever you want, and I promise I'll make time for you. The conversation goes on full with giggles and kisses. What fun! But by Andrew's responses, you can assume that it is reaching its end. Love you. I, what? Love you? What's that first word? That's like no, 4-letter word. Andrew? No, that's a 5-letter word. This one's gonna stump me. Any girlfriends in chat? First-hand experience? No, no, it's I. Got no, no. I'm cooked. I'm not gonna figure that one out. I know you do. Buy? No, but that's a three-letter word. This is Wordle. I'm not good at Wordle. To be young and in love. To be old and in hate. Did you need something? Not really. Well then. You shouldn't get your hopes up, you know. What? 47% of all marriages end in divorce, Andrew. Statistically speaking, you're no different. Don't be disappointed if she can't play the waiting game. And your point is? It's not fair to string a girl along like that. But what do I know? I'm just an old hag whose husband left her. That's true. You know nothing about this, you. The only advice you should be giving on Andrew is on how to be, a rebound for another man. I just don't want to see you get hurt. Mom, I'm like you. Forget it. I'll make us some dinner. All right. This won't hurt a bit. The nurse sticks a needle in you. It hurts like There we go. And now you. How long do we have to stay home? The results from your blood work will be done tomorrow. So if everything is well, you're free to come and go as you please after that. And if not, then we'll get to see what happens if not. This hardly seems legal. It probably isn't, but I'm just doing my job. You can let the wardens know if you need anything. Some courtesy and professionalism would be nice. Anyway, are you done? Because you're not welcome. Because you're welcome to get lost. Rude, but I'm done, so I'll get out of your hair. Take care. What a kind lady. Finally stopped ignoring my calls, huh? Renee? Oh, hello. Odd hour to, be calling. You. So, oh wait, no, homewrecker, that's the girl. I thought that was the dad. So, can I help you with anything? I have nothing to say to you. Where is my husband? He's not here at the moment. I can take a message for him if you'd like that, though. I told you already, I have nothing to say to you. I'll call later. Renee, wait, please. What? Look, I know we don't really see eye to much. That right? Can we get things straight between us? As opposed to getting things gay. There's lots of tension every time we talk. I know things between Douglas and you ended up badly, but just, every time we call, it's just insult after insult. I want to help you, but I don't need your sympathy nor your excuses. I call this number for a reason, and it isn't to be your friend. Need I remind you that you took my husband away? I don't need you to take my dignity too. You call us for help, and I sincerely want to help you out, but I'm willing, but he refuses to help with the way things are between us. And you know how he is, he just won't budge on these things. Since when exactly has he worn the pants in the relationship? Look, I just don't know what went down between you two. But I want us to get along for the future, Renee. So things can be better for your own sake, even after all this is all over. Things could also be better for Andrew's sake. You keep his name out of your mouth. You know what? I don't need help from either of you. Neither from you, nor from that spineless bastard. Renee nothing. F you, F him, and F you too. I'll live with or without his help. What a kind lady. I think she kind of over-exaggerated a little bit. Instead of ruminating upon your misery, you decide to clean up the house a bit. Oh wow, cool. Cleaning minigame. You returned all the books to the bookshelf. What goodness. That seems like a bit of a crazy thing to do. Like, you kind of got to respect the power play to, like, call the ex-wife of the man you cheated on with and then just try and take the moral high ground. Like, that's kind of respectable in its own twisted evil kind of way. Can't even hate it. Yawn. You're cleaning? Don't you think that's a waste of energy? It'd be less of a waste of my energy if you helped a bit. Perhaps you'd like to make good on last night's chit-chat? Now's a good time to help your poor mother out. Pass. I'll help when it's work that needs to be done. Sigh. I wouldn't expect a sensitive young man like you to understand tidiness. Come to think of it, do we even have any detergent left? What a guy. Yeah, I kind of see his viewpoint though. He's very nothing pilled, very nothing ever happens pilled. Unless something's got to be done, he doesn't do it. That's a wise allocation of resources. What's the point in cleaning this house? I guess you can say the house is almost like a coffin, because they're gonna die in it. Could this be the titular coffin of Andrew and Renee? Hold on, I gotta save in case the game acts up too much for my PC and crashes. Excuse me? Oh no, it's in here. It needs more laundry. Okay, where is the missing laundry exactly? Oh my gosh, no, it's that. Buddy, where's the missing laundry? Okay, he's too exhausted. All you did was sleep. Bro, where's the laundry? Is it? No, why would it be outside? Buddy, is it in your house? A blunt object. That's an ashtray, actually. Oh, it's this, isn't it? What? Okay. No pissing mini game? That's like the first note right there, guys. You're making a mod. You can fix upon issues that the base game had. Did you miss me? Why, of course. Got a mop. What? Oh, got detergent. You run the laundry. Now what else could you clean? Your attitude. I was only listening. Did any story bit change? The story is just kind of starting. I don't think there's much room for it to change right now. One thing, I was browsing, big mistake. I was browsing zitter.com, formerly known as Twitter. And like I kind of have to do that just 'cause, it's how you're in the know. I've already fallen out of the loop on many things that are going on in our nation, in our world, in our society today. I didn't know what 6-7 was until I saw like two kids holding up the numbers at my local Publix filming TikTok. So, I kind of need to stay up to date with the news. And I saw like this tweet that really pissed me off for no good reason. It's like the new Pokemon game I think came out already or something, and I still watch the directs. I still keep up with Nintendo news. I don't plan on. I used to be a bigger Nintendo fan, but now it's like they very much so fallen off. I've gone on rants before on why I hate the Switch 2, but that doesn't really affect Pokemon because Pokemon has never been good. But the most recent one looks particularly ass. Like it looks very bad. The graphics look horrible. The gameplay is probably bad too because it's a Pokemon game. The only thing Pokemon for the longest time has really gone going for it is the art style, because the character designs have always been good. But even now, I'd say like it just looks bad. Like they lost what little charm they had, trying to kind of expand, make it like appeal to a more vast audience, to like appeal to the modern audience. When I'm like, you're the most popular media franchise in the world. You really don't need to change anything. People, you could release nothing. You could release an empty cartridge and people will still buy it. Now, like, it looked so bad. But the point is, I saw like some Nintendo YouTuber tweet out like a screenshot of an up close screenshot of all the characters' faces, saying, and people say this game looks ugly. And I'm like, yeah, the game looks ugly, but if you zoom into like the freaking micropores where I can't see anything but their smug grins, yeah, I guess you kind of make it, you're kind of nitpicking the one microbe of good that this game has in it. And I'm like, bro, Pokemon fans deserve their bad games. Like, truthfully speaking, the current state of that franchise, of that series, it is where it should be. It is what that fan base deserves. Because they are like you can make fun of like League of Legends fans, you can make fun of Overwatch fans, any other like you're famous for being like the ultimate like slop consumer. But that is just Pokemon incarnate. I'm aware that like a lot of like people that play Pokemon are obviously children or just your everyday normie buys the newest Pokemon game. But there are a lot of just super fans online. And if that is you, genuinely cucked. Actually might be more cucked than a literal cuck. the, you go to the store and you're spending like what, $120 because it's two games. A lot of them buy the two pack for a game that looks this abysmal when it's quite literally the most profitable thing on the planet. Like this just rivals Mickey Mouse. They have the resources to make a really good game, and you're getting like mogged by Digimon. It's genuinely disappointing. By the way, eyes got opened by Pal World. I haven't played Pal World, but as opposed to Pokemon, Pal World actually looks good. I just haven't. I mean, I can't really. Pal World's like a game you play with friends. I need to get a group of people to buy Pal World to play it. I can't just play it by myself. Plus, I'm not really a sandbox guy. The only sandbox game I enjoy is Terraria. I have like 1,000 hours on Terraria, but I've been playing a lot of. I'm doing just on my own time like an Infernum Terraria playthrough. I've wanted to play modded Terraria on the channel, like on stream for even just like a main channel video, um, like a main upload for a long time, but none of my friends like Terraria enough to like sit down and say like, "Oh, let's do a full-length Calamity playthrough or Thorium playthrough." I'm the only one that's Terraria pilled. I wish that would change. Such a fantastic games. Overwatch fans in shambles. Yeah. Did you see the Rivals news? It's the funniest thing ever. They're adding PvE. Oh, to Rivals? Oh, that's cool. I haven't played. I still want to play Rivals. Just check it out, maybe. I don't know how long the tutorial is. I might do that for a stream, just because you mention it every time, Crow, and then we can watch the release trailer on that stream when we play Rivals. Damn it, Mom! I knew you'd overdo it. Oh, good news once again. Hmm. He's freaking twiddling her hair, dude. Look, guys, a little bit of thigh on. This is not. This is. I don't think this is like a normal way to cuddle with your mother. Some of you may have heard that your loved one, from your loved ones, that there's been supply shortages in the quarantined households. Well, boy, we are pleased to announce that all of that has been taken care of. It has? Does it look like I'm eating right now? On that note, we'd like to remind all of you not to enter contaminated apartments. No, your friends don't need anything from you. Everything is taken care of. Should you still feel the urge to help, the staff will be administering bullets directly into your brain as a thank you. I hope that clears things up a bit. Moving on to our next story. A brand new art museum will be... You drift back into unconsciousness. Wow. The Daredevil trailer? I've been waiting for this. We gotta keep waiting a little bit longer. Dude, FNAF phone guy sound effect. Hello. Renee. Well, look who decided to grow a pair. Got tired of sending her to fight your battles for you? There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill. Can't we just do what's best for everyone? You mean what's best for you? Which, from what I can gather, is you and that cocksucker getting your happily ever after, while your son and I rot in this cooped up apartment. Well, I had a chat with the wardens, and they said you and Andrew were being looked after. Wake up, sunshine. Maybe they're lying to you. Or are you just convincing yourself that we're fine so that you can sleep at night? Do I need to remind you that your son is stuck in here as well? Can you, Renee, please, what, just tell me what you want. Just name it and I'll see what I can do. I want you to help us. Get us food or get us out of here. I don't care. Get off your ass and be a man. Bottom line, do something. Renee, you know I can't do any of that. We both saw the news. I can't help him in that way. Sigh. Never change. Nothing ever happens. You're still the same feeble creature I remember. Listen, Renee, I Bought you war bonds. In 25 years, they'll be worth $100 of of British currency, British pesos. Once you get out, you'll be able to cash these in. They'll go towards Andrew's college fund. You're asking too much of us. I can't break the law. I've told you before, I just can't help the way you want me to. You've offered no alternatives. Just admit that you want us gone from your life. Own up to it, coward. Fine then. Renee, never call again. You and all your problems, I want them out of my life forever. I want Betty and I to be left alone. Do you understand? You actually... Shh. Do I disturb some painfully boring vanilla sex whenever I call? It must be so frustrating to be reminded of what you lost. Renee, I'll have you know, Betty and I engage in cuckoldry regularly. Was it worth it to just leave us like that? Was your quick pump and dump worth more than your son? Stop it, Renee. We're adults. Let's talk like adults. Boy, I wish you had that opportunity when you first began thinking of packing your life away and screwing off. I said stop it, please. She really can't deal with any stress right now. But your son and I can deal with all the stress in the world, right? Is that what you thought when you decided to prance away into La La Land and avoid all your responsibilities? I'm serious, Renee. If you don't, I'll get a restraining order. Why the hell would you need a restraining order? We're literally stuck in here, asshole. Oh my god, I think you woke her up. I'll be right there, honey. Look, Renee, I've moved on, and you really should do the same. Please don't call me again. And tell Anders I'm proud of him. You asshole! What a nice father. Always thinking about his son. Seems like a good man. Little white tear. Going, oh. God damn it, how did I marry that piece of... No, not the VHS. Mom? The hell's going on? Look at her, she's in the fetal position. What's on your mind? And that's a good thing. That's how he's got a nickname. That's how you can tell he has a good relationship with his son. Just get man a beer. Just get my man a beer, you know? Do you love me? Of course I do. Mom, where'd that even come from? Will you ever leave me? What? Of course not. It's just your father told me the same thing when we started seeing each other. We met in middle school, and when I asked him those same questions, he said the same damn thing you did just now, that he'd always be there no matter what. And look at us now. What a nice, wholesome, family-friendly, PG clean moment. It won't be like that with me, Mom. I'll always be around. And I'll make good on those promises, okay? You can trust that this statement is true, because I'm a degenerate, and you know what route I'm going. Do you promise you won't leave me too? I know it's not like me to get all sappy, but I really mean it. I'll be in your life one way or the other, thick or thin. Though I think we could do with a little bit less thick, if you know what I mean. Huh, damn right. Thank you, Andrew. I don't know what I'd do without you. It's the least I can do. Let's get you to bed right now. I thought that said let's get in bed right now. Just not yet. God, I wonder what route he's gonna do. I don't know. Decisions. Let me consult the voices in my head. Let me watch some television. Get some fresh air. Oh, he's there. Never mind. Hold on. Iconic piss. Ah, that's more like it. Alright. What's over here? Nothing new. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. There we go. Excuse me. A completely... Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. There's nothing here. That looks normal. Someone from your apartment is getting hauled into an ambulance. Hey, me too! People are yelling from their windows and balconies. I need some help too! Please, please, I'm starving! Soon the ambulance leaves in a hurry. Color me surprised, they actually got that person some help. Yeah, but he's probably of a higher tax bracket than you. Dang girl, you frying chicken in there? Oh my. That one I never heard that one. I figured they'd just let her die. I don't know, she wasn't really moving. Sirens wouldn't blare for a corpse, though. They don't blare for the living either, apparently. Nobody came for me when I fainted. Assuming you called in the first place. I'm not that irresponsible. Right, well, I don't know what went on just now. Maybe she went into labor. Odd thing to point out, but I can't rule it out. Right, that's a good idea. Say, what if I tried to... Mom, stop. Gross. See? Not an ideas man. This is why nothing ever happens, because no one's willing to make the hard choices in life. First of all, you're my mother, ad hominem. You can't just say that. Second of all, how do you propose that even happens? Begging the question. Two logical fallacies. Andrew, let me finish. I was going to suggest trying with the weirdo next door, maybe. We both know you didn't mean that. You freak. Think I can convince him to do it with me as payback for... That's just rape. What do you mean as pay... Like... That's just rape with extra steps. Just say rape. Mom, does the word appropriateness not ring a bell for you? Your mom was young too once upon a time. You know, maybe you kind of answered the question as to why you married that man. I'm just saying. Was that a... There's like a freaking guy speaking Spanish or something in the background. Like ambient noise of this, isn't there? That wasn't like that wasn't just me, right? I'm not gonna sit here and listen to it like for 10 minutes, but I could have sworn that I heard like a or Italian something like freaking Luigi was talking in the background. As if I'd like to hear any of this anyway. Aw, someone doesn't like the idea of having a younger sibling. I had a younger sibling, remember? Yeah, see, WTF was that in the background. Yeah, there was like a guy. I thought that was from you. No, that wasn't from me. That was a guy in the back. There's just a guy talking in the background. Maybe that's like an Easter egg. It's like a FNAF 50% chance of seeing a lol bit on the screen Easter egg. We just got strange fat Italian delivery man Easter egg, guys. Add that to the wiki. Oh no, trauma. Sheesh, I thought he'd be over that by now. You might have gone a bit far. You hope Andrew isn't too upset. You're so exhausted. I was originally of the theory that in the story of this universe, because it's like, what happened to Ashley? Clearly she was like around before, because Andrew's having like a little baby, a PTSD trauma response to hearing his sleeper phrase. But I thought it was like, oh, you know, Douglas remarried. What if Douglas actually remarried Ashley? That's like an insane. That's like, but that's obviously not where they're going with it, because that's not the plot of a game. That's the plot of like a Venezuelan soap opera. That's just not good storytelling. So she's probably like dead in a ditch or in prison, or you know, she's probably written off. Ashley is like the Sands of the coffin of Andrew and Layla, is what I'm saying. That might sound like an insane scenario, but I'm going somewhere with this. Let me cook. So like people make like a Undertale AU, an Undertale fan game, and it's like, oh, what's the Sands? What's the Sands of this universe? That's what people always do. What they want to know. But a good writer will say there is none. We didn't do one because we're telling our own story. Sans has nothing to do with this, so Sans isn't involved in this story. That's what they're doing with Ashley. That's why Undertale Yellow is the only good Undertale fan game, and no one's played that. It's a really good game. better than original Undertale. Similarly here, I'm pretty sure we're not going to see Ashley, potentially, because that's my theory. That's my game theory. His writing is this fire. What can I say? I thought that was over his ex. I don't think you can have an ex sister. She's dead. So literally, Undertale Sans. His last name is not Sans. The obvious assumption is that she's in prison, but I think she will show up later. I think she'll show up as like how Golden Freddy shows up in FNAF, where like maybe he's there for like a split second, and then he'll like go away if you flip up your monitor. We'll see Ashley like entering a room. We'll see Ashley, but then I'm gonna walk away on accident, come back. She's not gonna be there. She's like Gaster, is what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, someone's got brittle bones disease. How long have you, and where the hell does Andrew get that energy to make so much noise? He's like 40 years younger than you. Oh look. He is attempting to kick the door in. Or out, depending on your perspective. Andrew, dear, give it up. The door is clearly barred from the other side. And the sky is blue. There's no harm in trying, though. You're just wasting. If you don't stop banging on that door, I won't be bringing you any food tonight. Har, 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 har. Nice one. You lot haven't brought Jack since who knows how long. The delivery truck that's on the way as we speak begs to differ. But I guess you're okay with filling your stomachs with senseless nonsense instead. You can't be serious. Sure can. So shut your gob while I'm still not pissed, or I'll shut it up for you. The man's footsteps fade away. I screwed that up for us, didn't I? Don't be naive. I'd sooner put my life savings in the lotto than trust a word from their mouth. You say that like that's a poor investment. You have any idea how many people have gotten, like, rich with that mindset? Sure, I guess. What if he's not lying, though? Beats me. Well, we'll know for certain tonight. It can't come any sooner. Soon night came, and lo and behold, no food anyways. Sigh. Nothing ever happens. I got nothing. Nothing at all. Always bet on nothing. So, parasites. It's been a few months. Are you feeling anything? Hunger and back pain? But that comes with age. You'd think something would be happening to us by now. Oh, Andrew, don't you know nothing ever happens? Hag needs help. Hag needs correction. Freddy reference? Frederick Fazbear? How topical. But I haven't noticed anything. That nurse never came back either. Like, aren't we supposed to be monitored? Maybe they think we're going to die no matter what. The only thing killing us right now is the hunger, which is their fault. Maybe eating makes it worse. Wouldn't they tell us that? And if that's true, then what's the point? Let us die of starvation so we don't die of parasites? If those are my options, I might as well get to choose how I die. And in that case, jumping off the balcony seems like a decent option. Andrew? What? Are you seriously implying that suicide would be preferable to all this? I didn't say that. I just said it was a choice between that and starving. Don't scare me by talking like that. Honestly, aside from the starvation, I like it here. Come again, Andrew. So much for being appropriate. Having an excuse to not go to work was a plus when this all started, although I would give anything to leave now. The peace and quiet, even if it's interrupted by our neighbor, and with those asshole wardens, and, you know, just the two of us. I mean, this is like how it was with, like, quarantine. Like, I suppose it's nice to get to live my standard neat lifestyle, but not be judged for it. But it's different. It's like when the Rothschilds tell you to do it. All of a sudden, I don't want to do it anymore. All of a sudden, I want to, like, go outside and be more sociable. So, you know, no thank you. No thank you, Israel. I will not be living in the pod. Oh yeah, it's great. He blushed. Quality mother and son time debating the merits of death by starvation or what did it say? That's a big word, man. That's like more than 3 syllables. Auto what? Exactly. The act of throwing one's... bro, there's a Redditor. You're still thinking about that? Well, you were the one who said you liked the quality time we're sharing, and it would be pretty romantic. Excuse me? What, you don't see it? Just imagine hitting the ground together, and with such force our bodies turn into a pile of green mush. Our blood forms into a heart. Our remains would get so tangled up, they'd have to bury us together in the same coffin. Of Andrew and Renee, mayhaps? Does your girlfriend know about your plans for romance? Well, romance and romantic are 2 different things. See, it all goes back to the... Bro, this guy, like, someone shoot this. This guy's annoying. Your son sucks. Get a new son. That's a big word as well. Also, yeah, that's the guy. That I remember. I got your comment. I got your reply. I'll mention it at the end. But I'm gonna mention something else at the end. I'll mention it now. Who cares? I'm not under rules and regulations. This team is working on the team that made this mod is working on like a game of their own. From like the little bit they've released of it, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna go on a tangent now though, so I'll show it off at the end. Big words for a twink. Big words for a small man. A lot of lurkers here. Interesting. Lurkers gotta lurk, man. Let them lurk. But yeah, literally me. Excellent job on the writing so far. That's too big a word though. Maybe if you included how to pronounce it in parentheses, that would have helped a lot for the mentally disabled playing your game, aka me. Right, he's just taking the Mickey out of us now. Time 2. Gulp. You feel like you should check up on that. Is it just me or was that a little scary? Okay, I'm genuinely gonna lose if I don't get an answer to this question. Are there houses? Because like I'm American, but I live in like one of the correct states, not one of the wrong states. Because there are wrong states to live in, where like if you live, it's like if you live in California, you aren't American, man. Like I'm sorry, that's just like at that point you're spiritually British. You're not American to me. You never will be. Are there genuine houses out there that do not have refrigerators, but have like ice boxes, like it's still the 50s or something? Why do you do... Is that a thing in Rhode Island? Does this game take place in Rhode Island? Defenestration. Defenestration. Okay, that's good. That didn't sound good. Like, look at this. It's empty freezer. That is not a freezer. That is an ice box. You don't have a fridge. There's no fridge in this apartment. There's just that thing. Isn't that a freezer? That is an ice box. That is not a freezer, okay? There might be, but I'm unaware. I'm like, that is not a freezer, man. A freezer is the thing that goes above the refrigerator. They're a combo. They come together. I think they're just poor. Real fancy, like for being so poor, they like, what's like a rich person thing in this house? No, dang, you're right. They're poor, man. You're right. These bastards. Dang, bro. These niggas poor. Like, you're correct. I didn't consider that. This house sucks. It would suck to live in here. You're entirely correct. They're in, like, the O block housing. I've completely disregarded. My mom has a freezer just like that. Chances are your mom also has a refrigerator, though. That's my problem. My problem is that there's no fridge in this house, but they got this weird icebox looking thing. And I'm like, come on, just freaking, a fridge isn't that expensive. You can buy a mini fridge for like $50 on Amazon. It's not a good mini fridge, but it's better than this thing, you know? The poverty of Andrew and Renee. Broke fella alert, broke fella alert. Oh, a blunt object. A blunt object for smoking blunts. My lord, you've come! And you're, a little smaller than I imagined. It's Ghastly from Pokemon. I love it, it's better than I imagined, that's all I meant. What do you offer, human? Oh, I don't have much to give right now, but if you help me get out of here, I can give you anything you wish. Is that no good? As you wish, human. My lord, thank you, thank you, thank you. Perish. I mean, he did help him. He got out of there, you know? By the time your vision returns, the entity has vanished. On the ground lay the lifeless body of the cultist. Ugh! Oh my... Dude, he's doing the yick pose! That's Alex. He's doing the, like, Vela, what the frick is going on? Like, dude, that's beautiful. I love it when characters do that. You just saw that too, right? Please tell me I'm dreaming. Do you want to check on him? We could look for some food. I think we have more pressing matters right now. Dang it, no. It'd be way cooler if the characters mayhaps stayed with that surprised expression for 30 to 40 dialogue lines and just talked about how surprising it was and how, just out of this world confusing it is, and did move on from that topic. I think that would have been better writing. I'm dogging on Yick. I'm an unironic Yicker. I'm a Yicka. I do like Yick. I'll always mention it in passing, even when it has zero relevance to the current conversation. Just like right now. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Oil Rig Guy 104. That's a really cool username, by the way. You should feel proud of that one. Given that he was resorting to whatever the frick all that was, maybe not, but it's still worth a look. And for God's sake, let's turn off that music. It's driving me insane. Alright, you need to search for a way to get inside. I remember this puzzle. Freaky thumbnail. Freaky game, dude. These are like the contents of the game, man. For once, I didn't go out of my way to present the game freakier than it is. We're playing the freaky game. That's just called being accurate to the source material. Oh, see, look, compare this. You go over here, poor people house, no refrigerator. They use the Costco cooler. Right here, a nice fridge. This is real living. You can tell this was a good man by how much money he had. Can I turn the music back on? Bro had one song on his mixtape. That's a lot of meat, you think to yourself. You would be thinking about that, wouldn't you? Can't go 1 second without bringing up sex. What do you suppose we should do with him now? Beats me, and it doesn't seem like he has anything edible at all. Do you think that maybe... What, do you want to eat him or something? Mom? I wasn't actually considering it until you asked. Are you actually serious? I don't know, Andrew. I don't want to join our neighborhood anytime soon. But we can't... If we do eat him, then that's it for us. There's no way we would get caught once they finally let us out. Well, is it really our fault if it wasn't us that killed him? It was that weird thing's fault. Officers, it was the demon that killed him. We just happened to be there to eat his corpse. Yes, that will totally convince them of our innocence. Right, I can see why they'd have a hard time buying that. Hell, I think just messing with the corpse is a crime. Well, we've already dug ourselves deep into that hole, sweetheart. Now that we're here, we might as well consider our position. It's not our fault we're hungry enough to consider it. Will the staff here admit that they didn't give us food, though? Highly doubt it. But what other choice do we have? I've just about made up my mind about what I want to do. We deserve to be fed, too. So are you going to help me with this? Look at me, Andrew. I know that this is the point of no return, but both of us must agree to it. Andrew, I'm expecting an answer. Yeah. I'm proud of you. Now let's find something to cut him up with. Oh my god! One thing I like about this version of the story is that Raul, you're lucky I had a little bit of alcohol this morning. Hey yo, CB man, loving the Coffin of Andy and Lele gameplay. You know that's not what I'm playing. You got going on here. Not! If you're the Coffin of Andy and Lele streamer on YouTube, then Papa John's must be the best brand of pizza. As if Papa John's isn't that bad, but I understand that like an Indian who has never eaten like real food, like you might be thinking like that's a racist remark. No, that's a real Indian person. I am not making a racist accusation here. That is just, I'm not saying I'm above such remarks. Don't get me wrong, I would totally do that. But I'm just being honest with this man. He's never tried real food. He couldn't cook real food. Because it reminds me of when I beat my daughter into the pavement with all of my fists. And my take would rage. Haha. By the way, I'm super... Dude, you didn't beat any... Rosa, we both know the only thing you've beaten is your meat, okay? Like, that never happened. I'm super excited for the Power World stream you done promised on this stream 7 minutes ago. I really can't wait to see you, Dustman, and even that Merlin girl go at it in the Pokemon with 9Ks and 8Ks. I'll be here tomorrow for when you play it. So look, buddy, recently my associate DN has asked me if you would be interested in maybe doing an anime watch-along stream of the show Appropriateness. I believe it's by Andrew Graves. Anyways, I have to go back to beating my meat. She's 9 and she won't stop saying like she's the freaking 5-stair-step Freddie Mercury. You know that, dude. Take your medication. I know I like to rag on you a lot, Rosa, but like, it's not good. The doctors have told you got to get this under control. The only reason I haven't banned you yet is because that would require exerting effort, and I'm not willing to give you that of me. I'm not willing to put energy into moving the mouse and pressing the button to you. But as soon as I can hire someone to do that for me, Rosa, then I'm gonna execute and I'm gonna order a hit on you. I'm threatening you. I'm threatening your life. Don't ever come back to this chat again. I'm sorry about that, guys. That was uncalled for. I said that in the heat of the moment. Rosa is my real world Douglas to my Renee. Like that you guys got to know that. This is an evil, vile man, and you can't say anything bad about him. People talk about like dehumanizing the enemy to make yourself, feel morally good for doing bad things. That doesn't apply to him. He, Rosa, you've always been like a brother to me. I think your crash ad has content. I completely forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, we need like a knife to cut this guy up. That's right. The bathroom smells of feast. Bro doesn't flush. What a freak. Okay, so like originally when I played this game, I was like thinking, oh, there's the knife. I'm an idiot. I was thinking, like, look at this scenario right here. Is it morally right for them to eat him? I feel like you could make an argument that it is. I'm like, genuinely think about it. Because it's like, sure, they could just leave. By this point, like they've kind of doubled their resources. Like, look at this house. There's nothing. There's really nothing they can do. There's nothing here. But like now they got a knife, they got a cleaver, they got a body. Eventually the police, even if they're not going to do anything real, they're going to open this door and like check on this guy. So they can just wait it out, and they're not going to assume that there's more people here. So you don't have to eat the guy. You can just wait for like the officer to come in here, like the warden, because the warden's got to come before the police come. So the warden's going to come in here and say, "Oh, what's with this guy?" and then check on the body. You're hiding over here, or you're hiding in the bathroom. But maybe not, because he's got a clear line of sight if you come out of the bathroom. So you're hiding over here. You come out with the cleaver and just stab him. You kill him. Bam. And then you took out the warden. The door is unlocked. You got the keys. Now you can leave. You don't have to eat the guy. The warden probably has food. All these thoughts would be going into the head of the skilled mastermind. But they are like really hungry, so I'd assume that you don't have enough time to think straight. So you're kind of just really hungry. So fair. Like they don't have to eat him. There are better choices to make, but I think it's like understandable, you know? Like you can kind of get it. You can't really blame him for it. In this situation, yeah. Like yeah, you can't really blame him for it. Like we've all been there. So far, 0 sins have been committed. 0 misdeeds have been done. Our sins counter. Hold on, we're gonna add a sins counter now. Give me a moment. We're gonna see like how many sins we're gonna keep track of. Here we go, everyone. This is our sins counter. We're at 0. 0 sins have been committed thus far. Look at that bad boy. Man has mysterious white stains all over his place. What? Okay. Those aren't mysterious. They're clearly candles. They have the little the black thing sticking up. I don't know, man. I think your head might be in the gutter. The thing is, the window is broken, so they're gonna assume the neighbors are involved. Yeah, but they're also gonna be dead, because in my hypothetical circumstance, you'd kill them. Because you're not gonna... Well, I guess you can see it from, like, the outside, but they're still gonna go up to investigate, you know? And the warden's clearly stupid. He's clearly fat and dumb. So he'd walk... You don't have to do it. They're gonna assume it's the neighbors. But by the time you've already killed one of the wardens... if they're like a security guard in America, they probably have a gun. So you've already obtained a gun. It's just not necessary. You don't have to eat them. I'm not saying like, oh no, it's so wrong, it's unethical. I'm saying it probably tastes really bad. Like, I've never tasted human flesh, but like, if any of you in chat have, can you like confirm it's probably bad, right? Maybe it tastes like chicken. That's what everything tastes like. So you get the arms, I'll handle the legs. Of course Andrew would go for the bottom. Right arm. Next up is the left arm. We can carry him out. We can't carry him out in the open like this. Maybe if we carry him quickly. No, can't you go get some plastic bags or something? I'll take care of the rest. In the meanwhile, I guess. I'm counting on you, Andrew. Gun versus knife. You're not gonna have the reaction. Okay, that's true if you were like coming from here or from here. But if you're hidden, if you're like hidden, like somewhere here, like amongst because you have the element of surprise on your hand. They're not expecting to find someone else here when they go and check up on it. So like, they're not going to be like out looking for people. So they go in and they're like, oh, he's dead. They investigate the body. You can come out from like underneath the table and stab. This isn't some like, the wardens are not expertly trained ex-marine commanders. He's not gonna have the foresight to like reach for his gun, instantly like point it directly at your head and shoot. He's gonna be like startled, and then you get him. You're not going up against like nine-tailed fox units. You can definitely take him out. It's a cop. It's not even a cop. It's a security guard. I got jump scared by a fried chicken ice cream when I was shopping. Maybe I should have took a pic. Fried chicken ice cream? That's disgusting. Where do you live? That's awful. Why would anyone eat that? Some people make some downright evil things. I'd rather not carry the meat you're about to eat in the used trash bag. Okay, beggars can't be choosers. Got some plastic. Is this a storage closet? Oh, I hate this house so much. Who puts a storage closet in the bathroom? Why would... I don't know. This bathroom sucks. This house sucks. I'm just so pissed. I never noticed how bad it looks. It is all one tile. It is all the same tile. Well, yeah, like here, like it's hardwood floor. That makes sense. You go into the bathroom, it's all tile. There's a freaking carpet by like the toilet, like on the toilet. There's no separation between shower and floor. Like showering here must be like, this place must be hell to clean. House of Anger and Infuriating. This house sucks. Oh my gosh, these people deserve this situation. Anyone looking at this property and choosing to buy it is an idiot, is a moron. Like, you are retarded if you buy that property. Got leg, got right leg, got right arm, got torso. Where's the torso? Plastic bags aren't big enough to fit a whole torso in them. Crap. I don't think we can cut through the spine either. Just fold him over. I don't think that's gonna work. Sigh, let me show you. You see, if anyone happens to be looking out of their window, it'll be a disaster. Maybe if we use 2 bags? Mom, this isn't going to... See? Easy as pie. Good God, no, don't make me laugh at this. I didn't make you do anything. All right, enough. Gather the limbs up and go. There should be average low-grade apartment. No, dude, I've seen like I've had like friends that lived in like trailer homes before. It's they look better than this. This is the appearance, the illusion of like a middle house apartment complex, but with the awful design. At that point, just buy a slightly better trailer home. Just buy lower level housing that is slightly more practical. This is like living in the slums and wasting your money on a flat screen TV. Just these people don't know how to spend money. I hate them. Gather the limbs up and go. There should be plenty enough room for them in our ice box. I'll stuff the torso and head in his freezer for now. While you're at it, I'll cook us some dinner. I'll be looking forward to it as much as I can at any rate. What a nice young man. That's a real freezer. I view count for an incest game. N? Which are the others? Send them to me right away. I know of a few. I don't think I could play them on stream though. I think that'd be a bit of a danger. I think playing monochrome fantasy with my little sister might be a bit of a dangerous thing to do on YouTube. You can't show lewd content on YouTube. Lewd content is only allowed to be exploited upon the youth on YouTube Kids. Alright. ZZZ. Oh, Zenless Zone Zero. It took me a while to get that. Yeah, but unfortunately that game is ass now. They kind of ruined it when they got rid of the whole... I forgot what it's called. When they got rid of the whole mechanic of going in the funny TV screens. That was my favorite part of the game. And now they got rid of that. Now what? Now I'm just playing Genshin. I'm just playing worse Devil May Cry with the worst qualities of Genshin. It's gacha system. They got rid of every possible mechanic in Zenless Zone Zero that made it more immersive. That made it like, ooh, you know, it makes it feel like its own world. You get what I mean? I very much so am a fan of I like sci-fi that isn't in space. Just like high-tech, cyberpunk, like that sort of like deal. I like the setting of Zenless. And I like the whole like, oh, proxy. Very much so man behind the chair play style. And that whole TV screen maze-like navigation stuff was very cool to me. But they got rid of it because I guess the majority of the player base didn't like it or something. I'm like, at least give the option to opt out of it and let people that enjoy it do it. But they just don't design missions like that anymore, last I saw. And it's just, okay, they just stopped making the game at that point. Funnily enough, I discovered you through Zenless Zone Zero. Oh, it was that video? I go over that part in the video. I played it like at launch. It was good. I got... through all the updates that have happened, the best girl is still that's not true. Zhao might actually give Piper a run for her money. But that's just because it's furry and lolly. It combines my two favorite things. When I play little sister game and leave her untouched. Well, I mean, you know. You're just not being a good big brother at that point. You're not educating her. Bad job. D minus. See me after class. Guess I should get cooking. Which limb do you cook? Are you more of an arm guy or a leg guy? They say thigh is the juiciest part, but I don't know. Eating another man's thighs seems a little gay. I think I'd be safe to go with arm. They should have fixed it instead of removing it. I don't get what there was to fix. I thought the system was good as is. People just didn't enjoy it. It just wasn't for everyone. Fine enough. But that was established to be part of the game's identity. The first 3 chapters focused very heavily on that. There were a lot of missions that had that gameplay style. Same for side missions, side content. So it was clearly something in the game that was a core to its identity. And then they abandon it. So it's just, at that point, what is the game anymore? I feel like a developer shouldn't be so willing to abandon a core aspect of their game. Did you see my Nikkei post in the Goon channel? I saw your pools. I want to get back into Nikkei. Nikkei is the only game I've ever whaled on. It's not really whaling because I don't have whaling bucks, but I did consistently buy each battle pass and would spend money on to buy more pulls on occasion. And at one point, maybe I'm just Nagito Komaeda in the flesh, but at one point I did own every Nikkei. I played the game since launch, and it was very early on, but I did have them all, and I'm like, dude, a gacha game where I have every character? I'm kind of sad. But I fell off of it for like 6 months. When I came back, they added a ton of new characters. I missed the Nier Automata collab, and I'm just kind of like, at this point, I can never go back to Nikkei. It's like the Green Goblin mask. It would do horrors to my bank account. What are we talking about? Good question. I don't know. Welcome to the stream. I go on various tangents that have nothing to do with the topic. Ultimate Commander. The best Nikkei. Who's the best Nikkei? Tough question. Probably Rupee. God, it smells different. That's a good looking piece of human flesh. How did you de-skin it, debone it? Stop thinking about it. It's just meat. Damn it. I should have probably seasoned it. Oh my gosh. Akin to burning pork being drowned out in spices. Sigh. It's just protein. It's just food. Nothing. Why didn't you season it? Are you an idiot? Plus, I'm not in the mood of starving to death, and I certainly won't let my son be stupid enough to die over some BS moral excuse. He is so young and still has a lot to live for. Hell, I've got a lot to live for too. We will survive. We are eating this. Best Nikkei in terms of what? Just like best girl. If we're talking best unit, last I was in the community playing often, Leader was the most like meta unit, just because she was like the ultimate support. Every team needed Leader. I don't know if that's changed. Dorothy was also good when I still played. Hold up Nikkei video like Blue Archive video? I mean, like, I don't know. I don't really want to get back into Nikkei. I might. I'll let you know if anything, but I'm just a casual observer of Nikkei. This was a nice little dialogue we added. It was nice. One thing I like about just this premise, as opposed to the original, not flaking on the original here, but just a different approach that I like a lot about it, is the fact that the power imbalance kind of adds a unique perspective to it. Because in the original, Andrew's just kind of a cuck, to put it that way. It's like, really, bro? You're going to let your little sister string you along? Have a little bit of a spine, a backbone, my guy. I know there's more depth to it than that, but still, it's a completely different situation. It's someone in a weaker position, like speaking so. using emotional manipulation to get what they want, while here, Renee inherently has authority over Andrew by being his mother. It's not like a little sister where he's the older brother. It's assumed that he has authority over her. So it's an interesting perspective, and it's like a, it's a cool perspective to see in a story. It's a hotter perspective. I mean, what? Who said that? I didn't pay attention. I was busy thinking who's the best Nikkei. Bro has a one-track mind. Bro can't multitask. Best girl got to be either Rappy or Marion. Bad choices, bad choice. Just completely whole take right there. Dinner served. Bro really said a Rappy. So, what are we having here? Fried fillet of asshole neighbor. My own invention. You won't find it in the cookbook. I suppose not. Anyway, are you gonna eat it? Andrew, you gotta eat something. Dude, let's actually take advantage of him because he doesn't want to deal with the consequences of his actions. Yeah, but that's cucked. That's a cucked perspective. It's a very cucked mindset, which is why I called him that. It's cycle pilled behavior. He doesn't want to deal with the consequences of his actions, so he lets Ashley get away with stuff, thus in turn adding more stuff to the consequences he'd have to deal with, and the cycle repeats endlessly. That's just nothing ever happens, never gonna change. They're truly meant for each other. It's why like the romance route is the better one there, because it's just ultimate nothing's ever gonna happen. It's ultimate put everything on nothing right there. Nothing ever changes. Love never changes. While here, it's different. It's more like, epically girl boss gaslight gatekeeping your son into not leaving you because you had husband problems and are just all around a manipulative and abusive mother while still, technically being a provider. Because she isn't neglectful of Andrew. It's a different type of dependency, codependency, because he's still very much so not capable of doing stuff for himself, seeing as all he does is stay in his room and just kind of sit there. Andrew, we have to. We have no choice. I won't let you starve yourself to death. Well, we have perfectly good meat on the table. I know, but one to the sins. What sin has been committed yet? We've established why you can kind of understand they're eating the food. No one to the sins counter yet. This you can kind of get this one. This one's defensible. What? I just don't know if I can do this. Sigh. Guess I better set an example. You dig into the evening's dinner. This is strong, to say the least. How is it? It's actually pretty good. Probably thanks to my excellent cooking skills. Just eat it already. Might be worth a try then. Andrew takes a bite of your cooking. You think he likes it. Should have seen that coming. Bro's trying to chew. Munch munch. It definitely could have gone worse. Gulp. This is me eating Burger King. So how was it? It's fine. Really? You're not just saying that. Dude, if there was ever a fast food company that should collaborate with this game, it would 1000% be Burger King. I think that is the only fast food place that's food could genuinely pass for human flesh. Before anyone says it, no, don't you dare say Taco Bell. Taco Bell is goated. Taco Bell is good. You just have a weak stomach. Not manipulating or abusing. It's just the way things have to be. Andrew has only one responsibility. What is that responsibility, Dustman? Boo, change the scene. Yeah, because she can cook. Because she knows how to cook, bro. That makes sense. That's what's different. Deanne as... You can't say racial slurs, dude. That's rude. You can't be saying things like that. Boo, change the scene. Boo, bro. Taco Bell has the cheese nachos I really like. Taco Bell has a lot of great stuff. I love their nacho fries. Nothing beats a crunchy wrap. I have not eaten Taco Bell in 5 years. I was unable to go for the Taco Tuesday event, and I think that is I could miss my wife's wedding. I could miss my wedding. I could miss my son's birth, and it would not bring me as much sorrow as not eating Taco Bell on their National Taco Tuesday event. Burger King mentioned. Dustman, I've never seen you eat Burger King. You hate Burger King. You're just saying that. Can I please get a water? At Burger King? No, thank you. You don't look like you enjoyed it that much. I did, Mom. It's just, there's more to it than that. There's nuances to take place here. Oh, I don't want to be rude. I know, Andrew. We need all the food we can get. I don't want it going to waste. Can you finish it to ease my mind, sweetheart? I can try, Mom. That's my boy. See, it's like in the original, it'd be Ashley saying, "Oh my gosh, Andrew, I can't believe you're not eating my cookie. I'm gonna kill myself." But like here, it's like, it's more subtle manipulation. It's masterfully done. As a professional gaslighter, well done, I must say, Mrs. Graves. Well, Miss Graves. Yesterday, I consumed onion truffle burger in McDonald's, and it was the sloppiest cum burger ever. Should have taken 2 Big Macs. Bro, the only good thing in McDonald's, serious statement incoming, I am not joking. The only good thing in McDonald's is the Filet-O-Fish. You should have gotten the filet. They got a double Filet-O-Fish now, twice the value. I like that. If I go to McDonald's, well, they got the snack wraps back, so like that's good. Snack wraps are good. But aside from that, if I'm going to McDonald's and it's not for breakfast, Filet-O-Fish all the way, dude. I'm not even joking. I've gone to like seafood places. I've gone to Culver's. I love Culver's. Good place. Go with the boys all the time. Their fish pales in comparison to the Filet-O-Fish. I do not think there is a fast food fish burger as good as the Filet-O-Fish. Are you in Dubai? That Why did you ask? Dude has never heard of the big fish from Burger King. I know you're doing a bit. I'm a Burger King glazer. We literally drove past a Burger King yesterday, and you were like, "Ugh!" Like you sweared the car to the other lane and almost ran over an old lady. I don't know who you're passing on. You're pretending to be. You're wearing a skin suit, and I can see right through it. Best fish sandwich. You're allergic to shellfish, dude. They don't have fish. They should bring back the fish tacos in Taco Bell. I like their chicken nuggets. I don't like the McDonald's chicken nuggets. I think the McChicken is fine, but the chicken nuggets are definitely made out of a different thing, and I've never liked the taste. It's not uneatable. I mean, if you're going to fast food, come on, man. You can't be I can't eat it. You can't be acting like that. You've already committed to eating slop. But of all of the slop, the chicken nuggets, I'd never choose them. I mean, if someone bought them for me, sure, I'd eat them. But their breakfast burritos, the McDonald's breakfast burritos are actually pretty good, unironically. One time I sent Muhammad a big fish because he was glazing Filet-O-Fish. Spoiler alert, he loved the big fish. I'm never stepping foot in a Burger King again, man. Last time I got their sourdough burger, big mistake. Well done, Andrew. I'm proud of you. I don't feel too proud of myself. Okay, to like the writers of the mod, just a bit of an idea. It would have been cool, I think, if instead you had a scene where Renee put the meat on a spoon and said, "Here comes the airplane, open wide, Andrew." I think that would have added a lot of nuance and depth and other buzzwords to the scene. I know it feels strange, Andrew. It does for me too. But look on the bright side. It cost an arm and a leg to buy a good steak before all this started. Get it? An arm and a leg? Not funny, Mom. Didn't laugh. But still, thanks for doing this. I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful. Don't worry about that, Andrew. Tell you what, tomorrow I'll try the same recipe, but with coriander. That sounds good, Mom. Can I be excused? I'll clear the table, of course. Thank you, Andrew. I'll go get some sleep. Good night. God, I wish that was me. Like, what, you were the steak? You're into vor? That's a bit weird, dude. And it was an Andrew's POV. Okay, you might be cooking. That might actually be genius, guys. Hey, Mom, do you think there might be something wrong with me? Yes. The answer to that question is yes. Oh, wait, hold on. Almost forgot. Let's go. If I ever make a game, there's going to be a scene where you, as the player, must control the protagonist and use the bathroom. It's only immersive. You fall asleep somewhat content with your life decisions, only somewhat, though. Andrew, is there something you want to tell me? I I thought you wanted me to help you with the shopping list. There's like a lot of Shotokan artwork of these two in these ages. I wouldn't know about that. Does their doormat say F off? These guys really are redditors. There isn't a gambling scene in this mod. It's bad? So it's bad. I can't spell. Don't worry, I can't read. So you're in the right place. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a gambling scene in the second episode. Developers, you're on thin ice. Let's hope we get what we want. Frying chicken after eating a man? More common than you'd think. That was just to get you away from your sister. You and I have something to talk about. Oh, what thing? Oh, I think you know, mister. And then they bang. You and Ashley are hiding something from me. You've been acting weird all afternoon, and Ashley's been even more insufferable than usual. So you better fess up, Fester. I'm waiting, Andrew. So, killed a squirrel. Yeah, that's it. Well, that must have really upset you. Yeah, I'll be having nightmares for weeks. I won't get in trouble, will I? Not as much trouble as you'll be in if you don't stop lying. I'm not lying. You're a bad liar, Andrew. Now tell me the truth, or so help me. I'm gonna count to 3. You really don't want to know what happens after that. Someone should write a really cool doujin about what happens after that, guys. Make sure to send that to me. Mom, don't. 1, 2, 3. We did it. We didn't do anything, bro. Dynamic text box? Cool. We? What do you mean, we? This isn't working. I need to try another approach. Mom, I'm sorry. Calm down, Andrew. Just tell me what happened. It's just Lily said I couldn't tell anyone. You know you can tell me anything. Okay, but please don't get mad. Well, I can't really promise that. I promise not to get mad at you, Andrew. Really? Really, really. Alright then, I guess. Now, just tell me what happened. Well, there's this girl in Lele's class. Nina? Yeah. I like her. She seems nice. Yeah, well, I think Ashley got jealous of her, and well, did she hurt her? I think I should just show you. Oh, alright, I suppose. You get the urge right then and there to leave this alone. Something tells you you'd rather not find out where this rabbit hole goes. But another part knows that there's no going back now. There was a fairy tale book, now a rabbit hole, very Grimmian allegories we're seeing. Lead the way, sweetheart. I've been playing along. I don't know if you guys know what this is. If you don't worry, I'm making a video on it. That should be out sometime in the next 7 months. No pressure on me or anything. On Black Souls, and that's another game that uses a lot of fairy tales and fables and that sort of metaphorical similar. Well, Black Souls doesn't really use it for metaphors. I mean, it does, but it's just straight up fairy tale themed. This place seems dangerous, Andrew. I know, but Lele likes to hang out here. And you did say that I should look after her. I can't even judge this. When I was in middle school, my friends and I would hang out at a sand pit. It was just, they were doing construction and they'd dump all the sand in like this one pile in the middle of the park, and that's where we hung out. So this is probably an upgrade if I'm being fair. Just another thing that comes back to bite me. It was inspired by the story of Beowulf. I know that one. I watched the CGI monstrosity based on that. Is that Beowulf? Specifically the antagonist, Grendel and his mother. Okay, yeah, no, it is. It definitely is. I was forced to read that one in high school. I know that one. I remember it. As well as one can remember books they were forced to read in high school. We need more of the Coffin of Andy and Lele art in the server instead of the overflowing Cunny art. There is Cunny in this game. Have you not seen I have that. Dustman, I don't know if you're still in chat lying, but Dustman gave me a sticker of child Lele, and I put it on my walkie-talkie, and that's what I had on me when we went camping. We had like that. I had like that, some knives, a couple of guns. So if I got mauled to death by a bear, then they'd be seeing Cunny on my body in the moment of death. That didn't happen though, of course. The Coffin of Andy and Lele lore drop. The Coffin of Andy and Ray Ray. Why did I say that? I can't read. See, you're iconic not knowing how to spell. My iconic not knowing how to read. If the vid is not out within the month, I might disappear. No pressure though. Yeah, I have more child Lele stickers. You're bringing those with next time we hang out, Dustman. You're bringing that. You're giving me those. Actually, I have more. Brett showed me his sticker collection, and I'm like, it's enough to rival a Hello Kitty girl. Dustman has like an evil Hello Kitty girls room, which of course, cause Hello Kitty girls are evil, that means it's a good version. You know, he has a good room, but it's similarly decorated with stickers and knickknacks, but instead of Sanrio characters, it's like images of Ramu's feet and Ciorno's armpits or something. Share it with the class. Post those, Dustman. Mayhaps. Guys, that's what the server's for. We have a Discord server. It's pinned right there with a nice philosophical remark. Syscon or MomCon? Quite the issue, isn't it? If you're interested in discussing philosophical quandaries akin to this, join our community of renowned armchair psychologists over at... and then the link. What can I say? I'm a bit of a writer. Evil Hello Kitty girl implies the existence of a good Hello Kitty girl. You know, I've met Hello Kitty girls before. I haven't ever, like, pursued the social link. I've just knew of them and had them in my repertoire of rotating cast members. But too dangerous to find out. Mayhaps a soul amongst you, brave enough, may venture out to search for the elusive, mentally sane Hello Kitty girl. There's like Hello Kitty boys. That's just being a femboy. I don't know about that. I've watched I own Agretzko merch. I have a plush of Agretzko. I don't know if that qualifies me. I think the amount of copious figures of like VTubers and like a few like shonen protagonists makes up for. I own every Gurren Lagann figure. Well, not all of them, but of the cast. But that's because Gurren Lagann's goated. I think that the full set of having Nia, Kamina, Simone, and Yoko there gives off a pure aura that undoes any evil that could enter my room from possessing Sanrio merchandise. I think the feng shui balance is restored. Dustman, you can verify that. The feng shui of my room is actually really good. So that might be why I haven't had any internet problems or audio problems right now. Usually I've noticed when my mic cuts off midstream, it's because I'm having feng shui problems. So if your PC's ever acting up, maybe check the feng shui. Don't call the Geek Squad or the Nerd Squadron, whatever. Call a feng shui expert. Should I buy the Detective Conan Fumo or from my local supermarket I see all the time? That sounds really cool. Bootleg Fumos are amazing. You should buy that. You should buy that. 1,000,000,000%. She's probably still asleep, but she's gonna be mad when she gets out. What the hell did you two do, Andrew? Let me save the game in case I get scared and accidentally press the escape key, like last stream. Yeah, that's true, because good feng shui counters Verizon Fios. I am not a Verizon user. What is this slander you're cooking up against me? I've never once used a Verizon product. I'm not in their cell service plan. What am I gonna find here, Andrew? You said you wouldn't get mad. Sigh. You open you enter the room. Oh my god, oh my god. Mom? No, no, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. Why did they kill her? How could this happen? Those two little cyclos. How did I frick up this bad? Andrew, you. Do you have any idea what you've Look at him. You promised. You promised you wouldn't get mad. You said I should help Lele with anything. I didn't mean to. Andrew, look at me. We're gonna fix this. Things are gonna be okay. Mama's here. You take your frightened and broken boy into your arms. Calm down, calm down. Everything will be alright. I'm sorry, Mom. Shh. There's no need to worry. Mommy will find a way to fix this. Shh. There. You hold your son until he calms down. Feeling better? Not really. I'm gonna prison for the rest of my life, aren't I? Don't be silly, Andrew. We can find a way to fix this. But when they find the bot, we'll just make sure they won't. How do we do that? Her family's probably already looking for her. Andrew, do you trust me? Yes. We're gonna play a little game now. We'll find the girl a nice secret place to lay her to rest in, and then we can try to forget this ever happened. I guess that works. Good then. Now, help me out a bit. We need something to wrap her in. Look around and see what you can find. Okay, but where will we put her? Leave that to me. I know somewhere. And what about Lele? She won't be happy that I told you. Let's hurry up and deal with that later, okay? Spot, come on. Alright, so you might be thinking, aren't we going to add one to the sins counter? No, I think we can justify this one too. Hear me out. She did say that, like, I won't get mad and, like, Mama's going to be there for you. So if she didn't do this, she'd be lying, which is a bigger sin in my opinion. So that's, like, a positive and a negative combined, like, make a good. So that makes they kind of cancel out. We have +1 sin, -1 sin. We're still at 0 is what I'm saying. So we're good. 0 sins have been committed. What can I say? That's why your internet is AIDS. Interesting thing to say from someone who has medically diagnosed AIDS, Dustman. This seemed to be people's favorite scene of episode 1. It was my favorite scene. Actually, no, my favorite scene, I'm not going to spoil it yet in case some people haven't seen it yet. This is my second favorite scene, but my favorite scene is coming up soon or not soon, depending on how slow I am. Excellent art. I wonder why. Nah, this scene is on Layla. Exactly. Excuse me. This should do nicely. Got tarp. You wrap the girl's corpse in a tarp and carry her away. This is all my fault. How did I frick up this bad? I'm the worst mother ever. Andrew has always been such a good boy, and I let that devil do this to him. I should have never let him out of my sight. It's finally come back to bite me. I need to make this right, and I think I know just the way to do it. I couldn't find a shovel, but I think these wooden planks will do. I tested them, and they seem to dig okay. That should work. Just watch out for splinters. Yeah, sure. Now, Andrew, I need you to follow my lead, and everything will turn out fine. Alright, I guess we should find somewhere to start digging. Got a wooden plank. Maybe here? There doesn't seem to be any roots in the way. Right on the middle of the screen. You chose a good spot here. Thanks, Mom. Getting tired? Yeah, it's way harder than I thought it would be. It's okay, sweetheart. You've done good enough. It looks like she fits in there anyways right now. Why don't you help me get her in? Think you can do that for me? Sure. Where's the body? Oh, that is the body. I thought that was a rock. Let us cover it in dirt. Oh, I just stand over it. Look at that. Nary a scratch. Crap, this doesn't look natural at all. Language. Andrew. We don't curse on this channel. You little... Shh, idiot. But never mind, it looks fine to me. You know, it's gonna be found no matter what, but at least this way you buy some time. I don't know. It looks a bit too obvious. It needs to be hidden more. I'm sure we'll be fine, Andrew. But hey, if it makes you feel better, we can hide it with some leaves and the like. What a good thinker. None of this would have happened if more foliage. That's all the what freaking what? Okay, that's just there was nothing there. There was literally nothing there. What? Okay, what foliage? Is this foliage? I'm gonna lose it. Gonna lose it. Am I a good mom, Andrew? What? Never mind. Just mommy being silly. Of course I'm a good mother. Hell, I'm a goddamn saint at it. Andrew's a good boy too. This all happened because of that little hell spawn. Once she's out of our lives, things will get better. Just me, hubby, and my baby boy. If only. Does she know, guys? Does she know? This scene is crazy. You gotta. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a mom and a son hanging out, man. Hello. Hello, Jess Maffett 1531. Welcome to the stream. Just that you've joined us at an opportune time. We're just watching some nice wholesome family content, you know? So it doesn't get blown away by the next breeze. Smart thinking. Happy. Oh, okay. Another. Bro, is the whole like dev team watching? Happy. What? Bro disappeared. Well, you guys did like an amazing job. Incredible job. I originally played a little bit of the mod. I made a video on it. I spoke with the writer. Well, one of them. And I was very much so looking forward for the second episode. I was a bit perturbed at how long it was taking. But that's just because I'm the world's most impatient man. That has nothing to do with you. But now that it's out, I'm excited. I'm replaying the first episode because that is what the README told me to do. And I am nothing if obedient. That was a weird thing to say. Ignore that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Bro called in the whole gang to watch the stream. You love to see it. You'll love to see a developer supporting the community. We support. We support you, King. Are you sure this will be okay? What if the police show up with dogs and... Don't worry about that, Andrew. We live in the O block. The police are never coming over here. You let me deal with that. But how do you... Don't worry your head. I said I'd deal with it. Now, why don't you find a bush to hide those planks? Mama will make sure this stays well hidden. Okay. Now I just need a small stone. Well, unfortunately, this is a tiny rock, not a small stone. Perfect. Mom? Andrew, you startled me. Sorry, I hid the planks. Oh, that's very good, very good. I think we're done here for today. See, it wasn't that hard, was it? Everything is gonna be just fine. Are you sure? Andrew, trust me, you won't get in any trouble. But I need you to promise me one thing. From now on, spend less time with your sister. But you said before... I know what I said, Andrew. But things are going to be different from now on. If she asks you to do something, you come find me, and I'll give you something else to do. Is she going to be in trouble? Like I said, Andrew, you let Mama worry about that. Now, let's get home. Just look at how dirty you got. We need to get you cleaned up. You're absolutely filthy. Mom, stop that. Now don't worry about anything anymore. You can forget all about this. Just remember to always listen to me. Ashley was here. This is the moment Renee became the Riverwood gaslighter. You wake up from the dream. You immediately feel a weight pressing down on the foot of the bed. Andrew, they're having sex, dude. This is the scene. We made it, guys. Sex counter. Transform. Wait, they're not married. Hold on, guys. We might have to add one to the sins counter. You're a good boy. Why did I... Why, I'm not reading that. Oh, you're awake. Are you having trouble sleeping? Well, yeah, kind of. The moment she broke bed, the moment she Dextered. Ashley didn't do anything wrong. She was just too silly. We've all been there, guys, you know? You pop the tires on the girl the who's goes in the wheelchair. You rip the hearing aid out of the deaf girl. That's just that's just kids being kids, man. Can't blame them for that. Well, yeah, kind of. Is it about dinner? Andrew, we've been over this. It was either that or starvation. Yeah, but did we really have to, God, we mutilated and ate a corpse. Look on the bright side, Andrew. At least we didn't kill him. As if that's any consolation. That's a pretty good consolation. You just made use of the resources in your environment. You can't really blame him on that. Love this scene. Love this OST. This game's OST is banging. Like, I'll say this. I'm not usually one to be like, oh, ambient tracks are a thing for me, you know? I know I've kind of like praised the more atmospheric tracks when we've played games like Undertale, but I could never really like bop to them. I'm not gonna listen to a song like Waterfall in my car radio playlist, but every song in this game's OST is an absolute bop, even if you're just listening to it by itself. I kind of hum the songs to myself mid-conversation, just in day-to-day life. I forget the one. I forgot what it's called, because they all have very strange names, but the one that's like, da, 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 da. I'm singing wrong. I'm going to sound like an idiot. When we get to it, I'm going to go, oh my gosh, it's the song. So just you wait. Hey, you barely said anything when you were chowing down. God. Look, Mom, we weren't thinking straight. The hunger was making us crazy, okay? Oh, really? You know I had an idea that could have helped with that, but every time I brought it up, a certain someone got uptight. What, your idea was breaking the wardens for food? Don't say curse words. We don't say curse words here, you retard. It probably wouldn't have worked. You'd have thrown away your dignity for nothing. And why do you keep bringing that up, Mom? It's weird. I'm just reminding you that sometimes you ought to trust me with my ideas. Plus, I'm communicating with you beforehand. You'd rather I do it if I'd at least asking? In any case, we had other options. That's all I meant. Again, just reminding you. Side note, but why are you being so puritanical about the whole idea anyways? I mean, you've been complaining to me about how hard it is to find a good man since Dad left. It stands to reason that maybe that also extends to a situation like this. Surely those guys weren't good men. Andrew, right now, it's a different world. Sometimes there are perks to being a woman. It wouldn't be the first time that I had to make use of those perks. God, Jesus, Mom, why are you being so weird about it? You have a lot to learn about women, Andrew. Renee, you married a man who left you. It's I don't think you can give. Does that girlfriend of yours know how to give mean head? Sorry. I'm just on edge about everything at the moment. I understand. I keep wondering if we could have done things differently. Trust me, Andrew, we couldn't let the wardens find the body. There's no way they'd believe whatever actually happened in there. You're probably right. Sorry for waking you up, Mom. Andrew, wait. Is there something else? Sigh. Come on, tell me. It's just I couldn't get his head off. Pardon? Like, he didn't fit in the freezer proper, so I needed to chop his head off, but I couldn't cut it. His spine was too... Anyway, I kind of just, kept cutting around and then pulled it off. Like some plan, I don't know. I keep thinking about it. I can't freaking sleep, Mom. It's... my poor baby. What's wrong with me, Mom? Andrew, if there's something wrong with you, then there's something wrong with me. Hope the new game OST will get as brainworms. I just noticed the sin counter. Everyone always takes time to notice oh look, it's the counter. Oh look, it's the corner. There's a billion things on screen. I don't blame you, you know? Very unethical, very poor UI. One day, the Sins counter will have a cool animated 3D font, and our goon corner will be a rotating 3D image. We'll climb out of the poverty, much like this family living in this hellhole of a house. I'm glad you like the counter, though. We haven't experienced a single sin yet. That's why it said 0. New art, true. A wholesome moment, but also not so... No, this is pretty wholesome. I think... Hold on, we gotta add that one to the... We gotta add this. This can't go unappreciated. New one added to the virtues counter, guys. I think we've encountered the first virtue of the game. The first virtuous moment. Our sin counter is at 0. Our virtues counter is at 1. I think we're in tune for some morally upstanding protagonists. This scene is one of my favorites. It's both wholesome and screwed up. I don't know what you're talking about. This scene was fun to draw, one of my faves from episode 1. Oh, you're the artist? Excellent job on the art. The title art looked really cool. That's the first thing I noticed that was new when I booted up the game. It would be funny to go the whole game and keep the sins at 0. That would be funny, but would it be truthful? Who's to say? We have to find out. I can't be biased here. I just tell it as it is. Because if I could do it over again, I'd do the same thing. Hell, I'd open a cannibal gourmet restaurant if it meant you wouldn't go hungry. Seriously? Seriously, anything to make sure my boy is fed. Thanks, Mom. I worry that someone will find out. Why would they? It's not like they ever open our door. I guess. Everything will be alright, Andrew. I'll make sure of it. So, think you'll be able to sleep it off now? Not really. Sorry, Mom. I'll go back to my room. Hey, remember when I used to read you those bedtime stories? What? What was the one you liked? About those 2 monsters? You know, the story of humans and monsters? Does this remind you of that? The mom monster who loved her baby so much, she'd gobble up anyone who tried to hurt him, no matter who they were. Yeah, I remember. The story of Hairkin, right? It was actually based on an old... It was actually based on an old poem. At least that's what I learned in college. Yeah, that's the one. I always saw a bit of myself in Hairkin's mom. I can see the parallels, I guess. Remember, we do still have the book. Well, whoever wrote that book changed it to make the story more marketable to kids. Turns out Hairkin's mom ended up eating him herself in the original text. Theory time, guys. Theory time. Theory time. So, this clearly, hear me out, the book is supposed to be allegorous. Is supposed to be an allegory for the real events we're witnessing in the story of the Coffin of Andrew and Renee. Could it be that, now that we know that the mom character eventually eats the sun monster in this book, that in episode 2, there's a vor scene awaiting for us? Just saying, could be a theory. You might say that's outlandish, that makes no sense, this guy's crazy, add 1 to the sin counter for that sentence alone. All I'm saying is they called Edison a madman when he proposed the light bulb. You know, I could be right. I could very much so be right. Thank you, I'm one of the lead artists on this. I didn't draw the new title, but I'm proud of what the team did. Being a lead in any team is a very important position. So, good job to you and everyone involved. Good job, team. I'm adding that GIF to the waiting screen, dude. Keep it a theory. It's not just a theory, dude. It's a game theory. Hold on. A game theory? Dude. No freaking way. I know what we need on screen right now. Alright, there we go, guys. We got a game theory. Yeah, she gets such a taste for eating living things, she ends up eating her son, too. Guess the publisher opted for the happy ending. Typical commercialization. My first language isn't English, guys. I'm sorry. Typical commercialization of literature. Well, you are such a sensitive young man. Sometimes I feel like I could just eat you right up. Mom, that's not funny. Sorry. But my point is, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you're safe, just like Harrikin's mom. In the, censored version, of course. I get that, Mom. Thanks. So, do you remember how it went? Come on, you start. Oh my gosh, thigh lap? Say the words. Say the line, Bart. I know you remember them. Andrew. Stop that, Mom. I'm not a kid anymore. Oh, Andrew. Just this one time for me. All right, Mom. To keep him safe she roamed the night, with claw and fang she'd stand and fight. Wild beasts she slew, and hunters too. Her strength and blood and marrow grew. Looks like you remember it just fine. Yes, I do. We need to get out of here. Here as in, this freaking apartment, let's just leave. Like we should have done months ago. Now that we have food, wouldn't you rather wait until they let us out? Hell no, I don't know. They'd throw us in jail right after. And I don't know which is worse, withering in this coffin of Andrew and Renee, or getting railed in prison. Point taken. I'd rather be railed by you, Mom. It wouldn't be the first time I helped my little man escape the consequences of his actions. My actions? Never mind. Anywho, becoming fugitives honestly doesn't sound like the safest option. I'd rather take our chances out there than be stuck in here when they find out what we did. And they will find out. Fair enough. I suppose if anyone tries to stop us, we can eat them too. Just like in the story. Seriously, Mom? I can't help it, I'm sorry. So, any ideas on how to get out of this coffin? Maybe one or two. But we can talk more about it in the morning. I just want to sleep now. Will you be able to sleep better now? I don't know, maybe. You know, Andrew, you can stay here if it'll help. Really? Of course, sweetheart. If it gets you a good night's sleep. I'd like that. Good night, Mom. Good night, dear. Sleep tight. Your son rests his head on your lap until he drifts asleep. Nothing lewd happened, guys. We can't add it to the sins counter. Nothing lewd happened. Bro, why did MatPat not do any game theories for it? Didn't he, retire when this game came out? He ran away from he retired. MatPat used to make really good gems of videos, but it's nice to know that now he's pursuing a career in acting as he's playing Bonnie in the new FNAF movie. I cried in the theater when I saw the FNAF movie and MatPat showed up. They played the Living Tombstone song. I was genuinely in tears. I was in my, of course, Toy Bonnie cosplay. But for the next movie, I don't think I'll make it. I think I might die in the theater. Markiplier's gonna show up. He's gonna walk in on frame and say, "Did someone order a king of FNAF?" And I'm gonna be right there on my seat. That's it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm not gonna know how to act. Thigh lap is a sin. A thigh lap is not a sin. A thigh lap is a blessing, actually. I don't know why you'd say such a thing. That just isn't true. I need to go to bed because it's getting late where I am, but I do hope you enjoy the rest of the mod. Well, rest well, literally me, rest well, and I'll be sure to. We're going to be playing, hopefully, till the end of episode 1, but we'll definitely be starting episode 2 next stream. So, you guys look forward to that. Good night, sir. Good night, little me. What's up, guys? Oh, I almost forgot to save. Oh, we've already matched our previous save file account. You should drink Soylent for the FNAF movie. I feel like the FNAF movie is the only thing that would bring me back to the Soylent grind. I've never drank in Soylent. I don't know. That's just self-slander for no reason. I'd love to do one of those challenges where there's a video and it's I drank nothing but Soylent for a month, and by the end of the video he's a skeleton of a man. That's you're telling me to take hormone therapy for the FNAF movie. That's what you've just told me to do. Doesn't Soylent drain your testosterone or something? Where did this guy go? Oh, he's in the next house. The movie ends with a cop Matt Pat coming into the aftermath of the movie saying, I have a theory about what happened here. That's actually really that's actually a really good idea. That's basically how the Minecraft movie ended. It literally just ended with Steve walking up and saying, "My name's Steve. Who are you?" And then like new character turns around, "I'm Alex." And that is definitely a way to write a movie. No, yes, it does. That is how oh wait, oh, I thought you're talking about the FNAF thing. No, I'm pretty sure the FNAF movie is gonna end like that. Like the Matt Pat's gonna play like a cop as well. How are you liking the episode 1 changes so far? I like them a lot. I probably can't pick up on all of them because it has been a while since I played the mod, and I don't have the best memory in the world. But I have noticed a few things, especially in regards to the art, and yeah, it was definitely worth it. I liked it. I liked that I started on episode 1 to be able to see it. First we mine, then we craft Minecraft. I didn't like that there wasn't a scene in the FNAF movie where they went like, wait, you're telling me we have to spend 5 nights here? Like that would say title of thing in movie. That's only how you write. Like at least once you have to say it. Buddy him. Oh, it's right there. Hey there. Good morning, sweetheart. So what do you have in mind? Well, I was looking at this demon summoning instruction manual. Did you see what happened to the guy that was messing around with the book, right? Doesn't really strike me as a role model we'd like to emulate. I mean, he was successful up to the point he lacked an offering. Does the book say anything about the demon? Not much. It says here that demons don't think much of humans. Can't blame them. Yeah, so they're only willing to do business as long as it's quick and easy for them. So you want to ask that thing to get us out of here? Well, I wouldn't want to get out of here the same way the cultists did, but I do think this is our best bet for now. So what will be asked from it? I don't know yet. Okay, then what will we bargain with? I don't know that either. I was hoping you'd put a bit more thought into this. I just barely woke up. Give me a minute. It says here demons prefer human souls, so obviously it's gotta be that. And how are we gonna acquire one? Beats me. I'm not even entirely sure we want to do this. That's fair. I figured as long as we only set the ritual up, it won't be a problem, and we'll decide then what to do. What's it need? I'm not done reading yet, but you can start by replacing the candles for now. Got 2 candles. Excuse me. Replaced candle. Replaced candle. There's the last one. By the way, fair warning, be prepared for 7+ hours of content with this mod. I know it's a long mod. If even like the first episode, I expect like the second one to be like bigger. Do you guys plan? Because I know you're working on like another game now, and I hope that goes well. But do you guys ever in the future, I guess when the full game is out, plan on expanding the mod to cover the full game's content? Renee, what are we? Some type of coffin of Andrew and Renee? They've said the word coffin like 3 times now. Like we're in this coffin. So all you need is Renee to look at Andrew and said, "What, you want to spend longer in this coffin, Andrew?" And then Andrew says, "No, Renee." And then you kind of have it. You have that, you know? You have the formula there, guys. Come on, writers. You were so close. I might not last the whole stream. Don't worry. That's it. Just don't worry. Done. Now, let's think this through. Yes, we Still alive and kicking, are you? You've been quiet lately, pal. You've been quiet lately, pal. I'm getting a little worried here. Sigh. Yeah, hi, hello. One of my guys isn't answering. The weirdo one, maybe he croaked, but he's just a B type anyway. Sigh, fine. I'll check it after my round. The warden's footsteps move away from the door. Why now of all times? Oh crap, he's gonna come in and see all of this. No. Calm down, Andrew. I'll stall him at the door while you clean this up. He's gonna find the guy missing. He will surely find him if he follows the blood trail. No. Quit your whining and start cleaning. I'll keep him occupied for as long as I can. Maybe the idiot will assume he jumped off the balcony. There should be a corpse below then. I don't want to hear it. Get our mop and clean this up now. Oh wait, I gotta stall by the door. It's this one right here. Look at that. We're already working on episode 3. Oh, dude, great. I hope it goes well. Don't worry, I don't know why they didn't start the music track. They didn't start the music to trick the warden, because he'd still be talking during the thing. I guess even when the music was on, you could still hear the guy talking originally. So I don't think the music would necessarily drown out his voice, especially if the warden is that close. Also, they don't like the music, so they'd think it's annoying, you know? Yeah, I'll get you in a minute, lady. Just need to check on this guy first. But I need something from you. Look, if this is about the food thing, it's not food I have a craving for right now. What do you mean? Truth be told, I haven't been able to get you out of my mind lately, and well, I'd be lying if I told you I didn't like what I was seeing. So I have to ask, did you like what you saw? Are you serious? Come on in, I'll show you just how serious I am. Lady, I can't just do that. How do I know you won't slit my throat or something? The idea may have crossed your mind, but no need to tell him that. I'm sexually frustrated, not homicidal. Besides, I bet they don't pay you well enough to say no to this. You're right, they don't. Stand away from the door, missus. I'm coming in. A man with a goal. We gotta, well, that, I can't add that to the sins counter. That isn't, that has nothing to do with our protagonists. Whoa. Until something happens, I can't mark it as a sin, guys. I simply can't. A sin has not occurred yet. Good luck on the work with episode 3. Agreed. No, the wardens will assume the man is alive and then leave. Then they're stupid. That's the reason they didn't do it. It's because Renee is stupid. Peak. Finally, we're in agreement of something. Graves, Mrs. Graves, flattery will get you everywhere with me. Mrs. Husband still in the picture? No, not for a long time. What about that brooding brat of yours? Andrew, please. I gave birth to that boy and let him live under my roof for 22 years. Least he can do is wait on the balcony while I have some fun for an hour. Or 2. 2 hours? As long as you'd like, handsome. Really? Ah, what the hell? Dave can handle 302 lady... Can have the 302 lady for himself. So what do you want to do this? I might have a place in mind. Follow me. You need to distract the warden long enough for Andrew to clean up the neighbor's apartment. You normally wouldn't be caught whoring yourself to this sleazeball, but sacrifices must be made. I have a genius idea of where we can do it. You want to do it in your son's bed? You are one wild whore. I don't. I'm just making sure he's not in here. Lots of geeky stuff in here. He seems like he's a bit of a pencil neck. He's into literature and poetry. Studied it at college. Wish he spent some time on something more useful, but what can you do? Hope you didn't invest in him too much. The warden is really getting on your nerves. No one gets to belittle Andrew's poor life choices but you, damn it. Where is the tip link? I want to reach that feet goal. They forgot. I don't have a witty remark to that statement. I respect that you bring this up every single time. I told you, I don't have the ability to generate a tip link until I reach 1,000 subs. Right now, I'm purely doing this for the love of the game, guys. Not a nickel or dime earned. No wages to be garnished. Once we get monetized, then I promise you, our first tip goal will be the feet. And that goal will be put at, I don't know, $1 bajillion or some unreasonable demand. But whatever the goal is, I promise you, feet reveal will be 1 billion times more likely than ever playing Lobotomy Corp ever again. His voice acting gonna make me act up. You need higher standards, dude. I promise you, you gotta get those standards up. We are not in a gooning drought right now. We might possibly be living in a gooning renaissance. In here? You sure? Trust me, you haven't lived until you done it on a running... What a... I know this is a real thing that people do. That's what pisses me off the most. Well, don't keep me waiting. You really are one kinky whore, you know that? Guys, look. Now's the time to take a screenshot. Pro's going in for that back shot. Don't goon, it kills you. CB man, please, I need to know the rest of the corp. I need to know the rest of the corp game is. You want to know what the rest of the game is? It's bad. And you can apply that knowledge to every Project Moon game. They're all bad. I think, bro. Dude, feet. Hold on. Screenshot. Okay. You don't feel too pleased with Andrew right now. By the look on his face, the feeling is mutual. Sigh. Why did you do that? This is your idea of stalling? I had to think fast, and this certainly got his attention. Don't you look at me like that. I was about to put my body on the line for you, Andrew. And what do you think would have happened when you finished? Warren walks in. A whole completely edible if dead person is suspiciously missing. He'd come to us for answers and immediately solve the mystery once he takes a look inside our freezer. So you just hacked him to death right here in our apartment instead, ruining one of my favorite blouses in the process, I might add? Better take him by surprise. Your son's arguments have a twisted kind of logic to them, but something about this doesn't sit right with you. Is that the only reason, or are you still concerned for my dignity? Guys, this isn't a sin, okay? He was doing it to preserve the chastity of his mother. That is a noble thing for a young man to do. So we are not counting that as a sin. That was done in self-defense. To his knowledge, he was viewing a rape. So, zero sin. That's a virtue, in fact. We're adding that to the virtues counter. That's a very virtuous thing to do, I think. Also, he's British. It's like hunting game at that point. It's not even a kill. You didn't finish it. How would you know? You didn't finish snorting the cocaine. How would you know it would kill you? I don't have to finish playing a Project Moon game to know it's bad, okay? I tried a little bit of it, and the negative effects it's had for my bloodline I'm never going to solve that. I'm never going to get that out of my system. You're telling me to go back to the trenches for no reason. I get nothing out of this. LobCorp is hard and long, kind of like me watching this stream. Love the blood details on the face. Karak, you're wild for that one. You're gonna make me watch Himaya play through the corp of lobotomies instead of waiting for you. I'll play it eventually. The only thing that made me give Project Moon a shot was the fact that Ray watched my video on Lobotomy Corporation, and that I was like, oh my gosh, she watched my video? That's so cool. I gotta play more Project Moon. And then I played more Project Moon, and I feel like that's the fish looking at the fishing rod and being like, oh, but there's a nice worm in there. You're telling me to go back because, oh, but look, they put an even bigger worm. You're gonna get me with the bait once, but, I'll go back. I'll go, call me the world's dumbest fish, because I'm going for seconds. I'm just taking the path of least resistance. Sure you are. Listen, Andrew, I would have given my right leg to never have to touch that pig, but I'm more than capable of deciding what to do with myself. Even if that means, well, I know that, Mom, Look, never mind. There's now another corpse in our apartment. Let's just get out of here after I take a shower. Whatever, hurry up. I'm sorry, running around with blood splattered on me is a great idea. And I would really appreciate it if you let me take a shower in peace. Yeah, sure. Can I watch? Alone. Oh, alright. Oh, I can watch because I'm controlling her. Oh my gosh. Silly me. The warden is very dead. Andrew awkwardly leaves as you start the shower. Taking a bath here would suck. I already went over that. This house sucks. It's pissing me off. The only thing this room is good for is taking a piss. But Limbus Company looks cool, man. Say that again. What? Cool, man? Beans, perhaps? The only thing that looks cool about Limbus Company is Otis, and that's not because she looks cool, that's because she's hot. And I'm sorry, man, but I can just go on like Pixiv and look at pictures of Otis. I don't need to know the Otis lore. I don't need to know the Don Quixote lore. I just open up Twitter, see pictures of their feet, and that's it. That's all the exposure to Project Moon I was good with for most of my life. But now, all of a sudden, it's Project Moon is my Sonic 06. It's like the evil game that shows up while I'm taking a shower to violate me. No shower minigame? Yeah, it's weird. Devs, why is it that you couldn't include, I don't know, say a minigame where I use the mouse to scrub around her body? And maybe it's on a timer, and I get a game over if I don't scrub fast enough. Just an idea. Maybe something to add to your next game. That one's for free. I'm giving you that idea for free. There you are. Took you long enough. Have you taken the warden's keys yet? Not yet. I wanted to make sure you didn't run off. Where could I possibly go? Hiding in the neighbor's closet? And why would I leave you now of all times? Just making sure you don't decide to do something on your own again. What is that supposed to mean? Nothing, Andrew. It's nothing. Okay. Professional gaslighter over here. I can see right through your manipulations. I'm a bit of a gaslighting expert. I was molded by gaslighting in my youth. It took a streamer 50, 60-hour streams to 100. Wait, okay, it didn't take me that long. I'm literally right at the line of 100%ing it. Okay, it did not take me 50. I'm not that bad. Okay, like I think it's like 10 streams that it took me. The next game Graveyard Shift makes should include gambling and microtransactions. Have you guys included adding a battle pass to your next game? I think that'll go a long way. Ooh, I hear censorship is all the rage these days. What if you added that as well? Maybe instead of charging full price for it, make it a subscription service. Forced online for the single player. All good ideas, all good ideas. Taking notes. Oh, I had to loot his body. Where did I go there? His keys. The warden is very dead. Anything else to say about this? Not really. Why did you come in here anyway? Surely you didn't actually want to get on with this guy. Wouldn't be the first time I had awful sex. Good lord, the stories I can tell. For the love of God, don't. Andrew, you're a man, so I don't expect you to understand. But sometimes we women have to do certain things for certain reasons, even if we don't want to. Not even going to comment on that. Shame, really. I would have expected a thank you for those last few months before I spent with your dad. Mom! We got the keys. Look at that. The Coffin of Andy and Renee, Episode 4, Battle Pass. Will you try Fallout 76? I got gifted Fallout 7. I gotta try it now. I've played New Vegas. I like New Vegas. I think New Vegas is a good game. I have only heard horrible things from 76. Good friend of the channel, Edison, was there in line day one to get his copy of Fallout 76 for the Xbox One or 3. I forgot what console it came out, but 67. Can we play Fallout 6-7 instead, guys? It's if I play it, it'll have to be with someone else, but he got the Xbox version and I think he like burned it in anger when he played it. So I'm gonna have to convince my friends to buy Fallout 76 because I'm sorry, but I'm not playing that game alone. I can't play that game alone. You're telling me League's... Well, I would unironically do a League of Legends stream. But that's because I've played League before. At last, you unlock the door and... Mom, before we go, huh? I need to know you have my back. If anyone finds out what we did here, what we did, I believe what happened with the warden was all your decision, Andrew, and I know you'll never let me hear the end of it, and if you want to nag me about it till the end of time, that's fine, but I need you to promise you won't screw me over. Screw you over? How? Sai, look, we both know that every excuse we had for eating that guy flew out of the window after what just happened. I know, Andrew, I'm not stupid. Okay, but that also means that we can't ever meet anyone who knows us. So that also includes Dad. Why would I ever go to him after he left us to die? Oh, I don't know, maybe because you've been harassing him for months? Harassing? Is it legal for a troubled wife to call her husband for help? Can you not start with this whole discussion right now of all times? I'm more concerned if you went to the police. Why would I do that? You're the only witness. If you say something to the wrong person, it could put me away forever. And here I thought we trusted each other. You think I'm going to turn you in because I'm upset about the warden, is that right? You tell me, I wouldn't know what you're thinking. But okay, this isn't the one, but this is a good scene. I like this one. I like the art too. But there is one thing I need to know from you. Andrew, I need to know you won't snitch on me so you can go sleep around with Andrew Graves, you little brat. You got some nerve talking to your mother that way, huh? Look at him. I'm scared, Mom. I know that, Andrew. I need to know I can trust you. My fingerprints are all over what's left of our neighbor. I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure I'd get done for being your accomplice. Now, why don't we get going? See what's out there. Yeah, I guess. That's my good boy. Though, Andrew, you can always trust me. Remember what I told you last night. Anyone who tries to hurt you will have to go through me. And like Hurricane's mom, I have a taste for human flesh. Tell me you're joking. Ha ha ha, you're so adorable when you get nervous like that. Is that why you get off on messing with me? Maybe. Although your earlier attitude leaves much to be desired. Sorry. I'm sure you'll have plenty more opportunities to see me get nervous. I'm pretty sure it's your default setting. Huh? Now, what do you say you and I get out of here? By all means, lead the way. I like their snarky banner a lot. I think I like it more than like Ashley. Okay, Ashley's a good character, but she's just very, very annoying and like gets on your nerves very easily. I understand that is the point. That it's not a flaw of the game. That's just the character. But Renee's clearly more of a subtle manipulator type, and I prefer that banter. It's just more to my preference, so I like it a bit more. Also, it's a bit hotter, so that's important. Small dog. Well, unfortunately, Andrew is no lion. I gifted it. I remember you were the one who gifted it. It's just more than 2K hours on freaking Fallout 76. Dude, what's wrong with you? Why? You know there's good video games out there you could be playing, right? Why Fallout 76? Stockholm Syndrome, maybe? Like what happened? Is Todd Howard keeping your family in like a secure vault somewhere? A note on the door reads 2x1, 1b, 1x0, but it's crossed over. Ashley needs correction. This is true, but Andrew, as I said before, is no lion. 401. Oh, look. Looks like a surveillance camera. Oh crap, are we on it? No, looks like it's only recording the second floor. Huh? Let me see. Great, there's another warden there. Is that a gun holster? Didn't the other warden have one? Let's just shoot the guy. I didn't see one on his belt. Sigh. FNAF gameplay? I'm Todd's strongest soldier. Bro has an addiction. That's an understatement. Bro might relapse if he doesn't play it. You need to play Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm not playing Starfield. This you just want me to play every Todd Howard production. I have played Skyrim. I do not enjoy it. I am not playing Skyrim in space. I just do not enjoy. I am not an open world game guy. I do not really like open world games. The only open world game I can say I enjoy in recent memory that I've played is Red Dead 2, and that's why I'm playing it on the channel. That's why I'm streaming it. But Red Dead 2 has actually been really fun. But, that's because that game's just like wacky and fun, and it makes me feel like a cool cowboy. Skyrim just makes me feel like like Todd like Todd Howard's strongest soldier. I already guessed by the profile picture that this might just be Todd's alt account. Todd, are you just trying to get everyone to play more of your games? It's not like they have to do anything else than keep curious people away and pretend to feed us, I guess. Well then, how are we gonna get around him? Don't ask me. Ah, there's a key here. Found 4th floor key. There's another key here. Half-eaten cups of noodles. See, this is what I mean. If you just waited a little bit longer, you could have eaten that other half of the noodles and bam, no need to eat human flesh. But no, because they're the world's most impatient people. 4th floor. The elevator, okay. Go to 3rd floor. 302. Look, it's a woman, guys. Hey, hold up. Don't you dare come any closer. Who are you? Your neighbors from upstairs. What are you doing here? Get out. Well, we found the keys and thought you might want to get out of here. You thought wrong. Get lost. Huh? What don't you understand? You don't want to get out of here? That's what I said. Why would I want out? I get free food. I can play games all day long. I live like a king. I hope this quarantine never ends. Wait. They actually bring you food? Of course. Literally anything I want. All you gotta do is ask nicely. Like, bend over and open wide nicely? Mom? F you. Get out. Both of you. This is somehow an even... Well, no. I was gonna say this is an even worse, like, living space than the one these guys live in, but that's not true. A, she has a refrigerator, which is the most important thing, and she has a cool nail gun to keep herself entertained. So it's not that bad. Todd enjoys the Coffin of Andy and Lele. Maybe I treated him too harshly. When are you making the official Beans Man Blue Archive Club? That's not a bad idea. I'll do that. I'll hop on later tonight and do that. People don't like it when you break into their house. Crazy. Okay, if you were living in, like... This is a completely different scenario. Because if you were living, starving, no one came in, and then 2 random people break into your house and say, like, hey, you're free. You can get out. You'd be thankful. Like, you're not in your house. Dare I say, you're in a coffin. If I may be so bold. I am in an Aru club. Of course you are. Aru, imagine, well, I don't like to call her Aru. I like to call her mid, because it's what she is. That's a joke. I don't think Aru's mid. Aru's definitely pretty good, but she's no best girl. Okay? Let's not kid ourselves. Slut. You were doing the same thing with the warden. I was doing it to cover for you before you decided to take matters into your own hands. I'm never going to hear the end of this, am I? Anyways, I'm more concerned about leaving her there after she's seen us. Well, you could always do what you did with the warden. Of course, then she screams, and the other warden comes and shoots us. This is so hopeless. I think our best bet is to finish the ritual and use it to get rid of the second warden. We could offer this whore instead. How on earth are we going to convince her lazy ass to even leave her room? No idea. Let's just finish up setting the ritual right now. Alright. Do you think she's pretty? What? I saw the way you looked at her. Oh, come on. I guess I'm not the only one who has needs. And I don't see you worrying about your own dignity either. Why do you keep bringing this up? She's pretty. That's where it... So pretty people can get it on, but I can't? What exactly are you insinuating? That I'm old and ugly and can't be loved? Exactly. I mean, she's like she has like the A10 Aryan eyes. She has blonde hair. It's, if Andrew were to go with her, his genealogy is blessed. You know, it's his kids, him, bam, you're all making it to Hyperborea. Beautiful. But like, you know, you were about to do it with like the old man. Andrew is pursuing the like hot blonde MILF Gyaru babe. Renee is pursuing the NTR bastard. We are not the same, okay? Completely different scenario. Hag is mad. It's different when I do it, because when I do it, it's based and cool. When you do it, it's cringe. You made the right decision to say it's a joke. It wasn't a joke. Your womb is dry, Hag. My womb is eternal. Not mine. I was quoting a scholar. I was quoting Shondo. Shondo said that. Among Us. Hello there, Shadow. Were those your first words? You like to say that phrase a lot. Mayhaps we can do an Among Us stream soon. I'd love to do that, but I think I'm the only person on the planet who feels that way. Maybe he had low standards. That's what you took from everything that happened so far? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Can you not see why I'd be bothered by my own mother screwing a total stranger in our house? No, you're right. I guess this is different from that. Damn right it is. Women, am I right, fellas? Renee should go after me instead. Get in line, buddy, and by that I mean leave. What's this note say? The paper slipped to the door reads 2XAB. What's that supposed to mean? Not our problem anymore. Yeah, let's just focus on getting out of here. It's ranking them by their race, I think. That's not true. It's blood type, guys. What blood type tastes the best? Has anyone ever, like... That sounds like a good idea for, like, a Pew research study, you know? Like, sit down, ask a bunch of Americans which blood type tastes the best. I'm taking the stream to my bed until I fall asleep. Understandable. Where is the women moment counter? There is no... I'm not a woman. I don't have woman moments. That's in the Omori playthrough, because that is Marilyn playing the game, and she is a woman. And because she died like 40 times to Space Boyfriend, and that eternally counts as like 100 woman moments. I don't know what you're implying about me, but it is incorrect. The rune is faded out. What do you want from me? There's nothing of interest in the closet. Oh, we read the book, I forgot. So what's needed to finish the ritual setup? Draw some runes on the floor with blood. Not sure what runes, though. I'll just redraw what that guy had already drawn. They seem to work. Okay, what blood? Oh, the blood in here. I'm an idiot. Where is... Okay. Excuse me, I need blood. The freezer is full. Okay, yes, but... Where's this guy's body again? Don't give evil YouTubers an idea. I meant more in-game moments. That's what our sins and virtues are for. Anytime we see like a sin being committed, you know. We have unique counters. We're innovative here. We don't reuse content. We don't reuse bits on this channel. Stealing a dead man's wallet. Will you keep it all? Split it with Andrew. Stealing is wrong, but he's dead, so it's not stealing, it's looting at that point. And if we share it, then that's stealing plus sharing cancels out. Plus, you know, we get one sin, one virtue. It becomes a neutral act. Thanks for the early birthday present. I'll be sure to buy something nice with it. What does that star mean? I don't know what that star means. That happens in the base game too. Does that mean anything? Has that been answered? Bathroom. Yeah, but a woman acting dumb for no reason is a sin. But what if the woman's hot though? What if she's very attractive? Ever considered that, Shadow? How does that angle into this? This isn't just any woman. It's hot. It's Hag Mommy GF, Hag Mommy Mom GF, Mother GF. Do you not think that changes things a little bit? It's in the bathroom? Thank you for your guidance. Who wants 76? Who wants 67 instead, guys? Who wants 67? I recently learned what this word means. I recently learned this new cool word. I don't know, at least we'll hear if the other warden tries to contact this one, which then indicates time is running out for us. Big deal, at that point we're screwed anyway. Hey, what if we call the warden over with this and have the demon eat his soul? That's not a bad idea, actually. 2 birds with 1 stone. Though he'll come in guns blazing. Oh, right. Let me think. Got walkie-talkie. While he's at it, you dip your fingers and get blood. Couldn't you? I mean, you're a woman. Couldn't you just use menstrual blood or something? You can, like, spawn that at will. Not a very smart thinker. Frick off, Todd. This sounds like an RPG Maker sound effect. I've definitely heard this sound effect before. When will you play my slop? Please collect my slop emeralds. Let's have the lady from downstairs lure the warden up here with the walkie-talkie. And, how are we gonna make her do that? You know how. Alright then, let's go convince her. Or was there something else that it still needed to be set up? Just lighting the candles and turning on the audio. But I think it's best we do that once the warden is on his way. Yeah, I wouldn't want to keep the demon waiting. Alright, let's go. Go to the 3rd floor. Alright, lady. The age of consent is over. You two again? Sorry. There's one last thing we forgot to ask you. What? I thought I made myself clear. Huh? What do you want? Hey, get off me! Now, if you want to live, you'll say exactly what I tell you into this walkie-talkie. Huh? I want you to work your succubus magic and invite him to room 405. Oh, why do you? Never mind you. And if you try anything funny, you'll wish that you'd never been born. No, please, I'll do anything. I'll tell him anything. You better. Now that's lion behavior. We saw Andrew distribute small dog behavior here. That is how the lion behaves. You see? She is a hag and probably does not even have a period anymore. You should play Roblox. I did play Roblox before. We're playing Roblox this Sunday. We're taking a break on the playthroughs in the channel to play various horror games. This is the big horror game I was looking forward to. But we're going to be playing spooky Roblox games. Any Roblox game is a spooky Roblox game because Roblox is more so... It's less of a game and less of a simulator on trying not to get your credit card information stolen, or if you're a child, trying not to get groomed. So that's very unfortunate. If her age is on the clock, that's the opposite of a hag, dude. The age of consent in Kovotos is 9. Guys, today is the hag maxing stream, okay? I'm afraid we're gonna have to step back the cunny pill for a little while and let the hag sores take over, okay? For one day, it's time to appreciate the hags out there. Only one day. They don't have much time left, I'm afraid. When is he going to Okay, Todd, keep it in your pants, buddy. Hello? Who's there? Hi, Dave. It's me. Where's Malcolm? Malcolm's here with me in room 405. Did you, care for a quick visit? A quick visit, huh? I mean, if you want to have a good time, that is. Ha 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 ha! Well, I'm always up for a good time, if you know what I mean. Was it room 405? I guess that weirdo really croaked. None. I'll be right there, sweet cheeks. You cut the conversation there. Good. Now make sure she doesn't try any funny business on you. That's a given. What? Get going already. Fine. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Mom, catch. Andrew throws you something. Got a lighter. You hurry back to finish the ritual. Andrew actually is gonna rape her, guys. I can't believe he'd do this. What a sad state of affairs. This This is what happens when you let a twink have too much control. Might I propose, mayhaps, immediate execution of all femboys? Turn on the audio. Here goes nothing. I wish we have more diversity in the Goon channel instead of a billion Cunny art. Might as well rename it to the Cunny channel. It's called having like a... It's just called having... It's called having taste. It's called being a united community. We're united under one flag, and that flag is, of course, the Uo Nation flag. But I'll spice it up. I'm going to send some more coal and brimstone in the channel, in the Discord server, to make you regret saying those words. I'm going to, like, just absolutely bomb the place with a ton of straight up awful content. Anti-slender Indonesian DPRD. Haha, frickin' Tidak. Sebastian Indonesia versus anti-slender Indonesian content. DPRD. Haha. Frickin' gyatt. Hack. From Anti-Slander Indonesian 2014. I don't know how to react to that. I don't know what that means. Grok, could you translate this for me? No, Grok didn't come up with anything either. Sorry, dude. I don't have a react. I'm just neutral now. Just post your own Gooner stuff. That's true. Crow, you can be the change you want to see in the world. Don't be weird, chat. Not gonna happen. I'm sorry, man. I hate to disappoint, but chat's always gonna be freaky. I have no control over what they do. I do not condone the behaviors of chat. Chat is their own collective hive mind. I am unable to tame the beast. You are asking me my name, human. What the hell are you even doing, Renee? What do you offer? Don't tell me I messed up. I have no intention of paying just to know its name. Yeah, he should be right. He should be here right about. Someone order a pizza? Now. It's kind of dark, huh? And I'm not doing it with this kind of music on. Let's... Shocked, the warden reaches for his gun. He's all yours. What the... What? So, did you like it? Him? Human with tar-colored soul. I give you this. It's like a tribal Indian relic. I already post that, but every time I open the channel, it's another cunny. Then you gotta post more, man. You're just not... You're telling me, oh, the enemy is too strong. Okay, increase your numbers. Train your troops better. I have more power than you in Rise of Kingdoms. That's not my fault, that's yours. Hold it for an occasional clairvoyant dream to gouge the troubles ahead. Thanks. The entity has left. And you're still alive, unlike the warden. That could have gone way worse. I didn't even get to hear its name, nor did I get to ask it for a favor. It did whatever it wanted. In a way, I can respect that. It reminds me of myself. Okay, don't, get out of your high horse a little bit. You could say that you are getting angry at the cute and funny. I like how you capitalize the words there, It's like a little ad-lib. You decide not to linger on the fact your soul is apparently a vicious pitch black mess. Guess you already knew that. Okay, buddy, are you like a Pokemon? You're just posting the same thing like 4 times, buddy. I enjoy multiple kinds of arts. You enjoy cunny art. We're not the same. I enjoy multiple... I posted something that wasn't cunny. You just didn't react. Okay, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to... Oh, you are a bot. There we go, buddy. There you go. I had to kill you. That's bot behavior. If you're not a bot, if you're a real person, then you're also still a bot. Because you're like... Bot doesn't mean robot. It doesn't mean machine. Humans can be bots too. I've met many a clanker that is more of a human than the average Skyrim player will ever be. No offense, Mr. Howard. I am an advanced gooner. I just put cute and funny because it's what the people want. I'll make sure to change. I'll leave it. We got a gun. Oh my gosh. Who am I kidding? That neighbor slut did really get on my nerve, though. Okay, let's go kill her. Chat cleansed. Guys, we just performed first ever exorcism in chat, guys. Love to see it. Okay, guys, we're about this right here. This right here. This is my favorite scene in episode 1. Her corpse already rests on the bed. What the hell happened here? She tried to shoot me with a nail gun. Had to improvise. Weren't you supposed to be holding her in place? Yeah, I was, but I let go. And why would you do that? Well, you were taking a while, and it was getting uncomfortable. I reckoned she wouldn't do anything as long as I had my cleaver, but here we are now, I guess. Lesson learned. Lesson learned, eh? Indulge me. What did we learn today, Andrew? Treat hostages like hostages and not people? Seems a bit dehumanizing, really. Oh, you think this is funny? Making life harder for me is a big joke to you now, is it? Well, not particularly. You just what exactly? I don't think you've learned your lesson today, and I don't know if you ever will. You're dealing with life and death, but you keep making the same stupid mistakes, and each time I have to clean up after you, or I have to do it for you in the first place because you can't be bothered to do it right the first time. No, clearly you haven't learned a thing, because this keeps happening again and again and again and again. What are you talking about? This, Andrew. I'm talking about this whole routine we do that never changes. You keep making decisions without consulting me. Does Mother Know Best not ring a bell for you? I wasn't aware I still had to work off that particular principle. What with me being an adult and all? But you're right, I should have realized I need your permission to engage in basic self-defense. Should I get down on my knees and beg for forgiveness as well? Cut the crap, Andrew. You know what I'm talking about. You pulled the same stunt with the warden as well. Why would you quit beating that dead horse? No, you're not getting off the hook for that one. You need to what? What do you think is there to talk about anymore? Let's say you fricked him and let's say you had a gay old time. Hell, let's be optimistic and say that he even got his food because you're just that good. You watch your tone. And for the record, I am that good. Whatever, who cares? Just let me speak for once. Suppose I hung back and it all played out like you wanted. There was still the matter of the weirdo next door being hacked to bits, which the warden would have found out about eventually. And when he did, you and I would have been screwed. Well, I mean, she would have already been screwed, Andrew, so that's not unique. No matter how well you rocked his world, that's not the point, Andrew. You should have asked me. No buts. End of story. Would that be before or after he finished inside you? How can you speak to your own mother like that? Well, your reputation does precede you. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, was all that self-advertisement as a borderline prostitute just bluffing? You think I actually wanted to have that bug inside of me? Only you can answer that. From the looks of it, you're still upset that I cut things short for you two lovebirds. You want to go down that route, huh? Well, maybe you can explain why you decided to take your chances with the lady. Pardon? You think I don't know how a young man's mind works? Why else would you let her go? I'm not naive about these things, you know. Well, I mean, he had the nail gun. He could have taken her by force, to be fair. I knew this was your favorite. I know you so well. I am a racial minority in North America. Why did you... Good for you, man. Oh my... That's fine. Why did you... Why did you say that? Todd, please. I mean, that's true. He's a gamer. That's the most oppressed of minorities. And not just a gamer, a momcon, no less. Nor 76. That will not make me buy Skyrim. Damn, didn't know Mr. Howard was actually Asian. No, he's Latinx. Thank you for sharing that with the class. How so very brave and bold of you. Very brave and stunning, Mr. Howard. Thank you, Sar. What the frick? You think I'd jeopardize everything for that? Only you can answer that, Andrew, my dear. I know you miss your regular call girl. Maybe you just couldn't help yourself. Frick you, Mom. And don't talk about her like that. Oh my, struck a nerve, did I? Lots of talk about me acting the whore, but you're dating one yourself. Don't you realize that you're setting yourself up to fail? You're prioritizing the town bicycle over your own mother. And for what? Some sordid fantasy about moving away and leaving me to rot? Is that the happily ever after you want? To leave me here alone? What if I did? Huh, I knew it. So you go from giving me crap about the lady to giving me crap about the girl I'm dating, which need I remind you is none of your business. God, this is the kind of thing that makes me long for the day I get to screw off and never come back. Can you blame me for feeling that way? Oh, I could never blame you, Andrew. It's ingrained in your DNA to follow in your piece of crap father's footsteps, leaving the people in your life who supported you for nobodies. Forget this. Must be sad knowing you'll probably never see her again. Doubt she'll want to have phone sex with a cannibal murderer once the news breaks out. Takes one to know one. Oh, I'll confess to the cannibal part, Andrew, but I haven't murdered anyone. You killed this tart. You killed the warden. And as I'm sure you remembered, shut up, you killed that poor asthmatic girl. And then you let your sister take the fall for it. So, that just came out of your mouth. Truth hurts, doesn't it? And it doesn't stop there. You want the hard facts? I covered for you. I covered for you when I could have easily just sent you to rot with your sister. But I let them take her because I felt bad for you. I fell for your pleas and puppy dog eyes. Wee, I'm so sorry, Mommy. Ashley made me do it. Please don't ref me. And I believed you. I always thought your sister was the problem, but maybe I should have done away with the both of you. Oh yeah, like I don't know, you're so obsessed with how people view you. Do you really want to go through that mess all over again? Better than doting on an ungrateful son who plans to ditch me for the first whore that comes along. I wonder what your petit ami. I'm French, guys. I know a bit of French. I'm a bit of a Renaissance man. That means small friend. What can I say? I'm a bit cultured, as they say in the business. I'm sadly a Quebecois. Why are you not in France? Buddy, you're a Quebecois. You're not a racial minority. You're a pretender. You're an imposter. You live in fake France. Like, you're not French. You're Canadian. It's like, I'm sorry. Everything I took back. You guys, make fun of Todd Howard right now. He's Canadian. Humanity discarded. Bro became hollow. Bro ran out of humanities right now. I don't think that was part of the dialogue. I don't know what you're talking about. That I read the I don't add lines. I'm very authentic when I read dialogue. If she knew you were the one who killed her friend. So that's it then. Yep, that would have been writers. That would have been a good line. Have Andrew immediately after Renee says that accusation. Andrew says, "Yep, that just happened." That would have been cool. That would have been awesome. You hate her because you have nobody, and you want me to be lonely and miserable with you. No wonder Dad left you. You little... After everything I've done for you, after all the sacrifices I made, this is what I get? I don't belong to you. Oh yes you do. I carried you. I gave birth to you. And you better believe I have the stretch marks to prove it. I nursed you and fed you. I kept the freaking roof over your head and I saved your sorry ass when you were at rock bottom. Then just leave me here. Sounds like it would solve all your problems. Maybe I should. I could tell them you held me hostage, that you made me eat the meat. You'd go right to jail, but I'd get off scot-free. 0 Scots. But I won't, because I love you. I will always love you. And you throw it back at my face. Get the frick off me. Make me. You're a coward, Andrew. You'll never... Bro's about... So... Dude, it's the Arthur scene. It's the iconic Arthur scene. Is that meme to you guys know the Arthur scene? This is the Arthur scene, dude. He's about to hit DW. I guess I can't trust you after all. Which also means I can't risk leaving with you. What do you suppose I do about that? Sigh. All right then, darling, if that's the way it's gonna be. Be a man, make your own decisions. Just remember that if it wasn't for me, you'd be rotting in prison or the loony bin already. Yeah, and it's obvious you're gonna hold that over me for the rest of your days. Maybe this is my chance to wipe the slate clean, start from scratch, without having to look over my shoulder, always worrying that my own mother might stab me in the back whenever she wants. Not to mention the nagging and BS that comes packaged along. Nagging and BS, huh? Is that what you really think of me, Andrew? Well, after everything that's happened. Like what? Me sacrificing my life for you? Oh yeah, you sacrificed a ton. Finally got rid of the daughter you always hated. Yeah, you really gave it all up for little Andrew. Frick you, Andrew. You know, I tried with her. You think I was it was just losing your sister? Years of sucking up to all those phonies on the block, all for nothing. You made me the biggest phony of them all. The boy I bragged to everyone about turned into a murderer. But I took it all on the chin for you, Andrew. And now here he is, all grown up, and it looks like he doesn't need me anymore. Don't try to act like this is all my fault. I'm not. Like I said, it's time for you to decide. I remember your murders, Andrew. Maybe this is just where it ends for me, here in this apartment, in the O block. Just make sure you write something fitting on my tombstone, alright? Like what? Here lies Renee Graves. She should have had 2 abortions. More like, here lies Renee Graves. She loved her baby boy too much. I'll see you in hell, Andre. I'm sorry, Mom. This is small dog behavior. That's not true. This is a virtuous act, guys. I think we've reached our 3rd virtue of the playthrough. They're apologizing and hugging. They're like an old married couple. I know, Andrew. I think we got a bit carried away there. Friends again? Friends. That was a beautiful scene. Zero Scots, the Cool Beans Man 2025. That was a good one. I think I'm putting that one on my joke plaque. I'm fine, Andrew. You didn't mean what you said, right? I could never mean to hurt you like that, Andrew. Never, ever. I know, Mom. I shouldn't have. The lion rapes. I mean, like, you know, Renee was loving enough to not do it to Andrew when she clearly wanted to. And she had, like, what, 20 years to be able to do it? So I think Andrew's exerting a little bit of patience by not, you know, unsheathing his blade. So I think we're going to add that as a 4th virtue right there. That's more patience than I could show in this situation. So 4 virtues so far, 0 sins. Mayhaps this game is wholesome. Cool game to play for the whole family. Play Kingsfield. That is the worst suggestion I've ever heard in my life. Play Kingsfield, dude? No, thank you. That is what Dustman tells me every day. He's like, bro, you gotta play Kingsfield. You gotta play Kingsfield. So what? Oh, beautiful graphics in 3D. It's the game where you like walk around, tank controls, fight 2 skeletons as the screen like lags to render the color white. No, thank you. I'm aware Kingsfield walked so Dark Souls could run, but I'm a spoiled brat. I can't play. We're gonna play Dark Souls 2. We're playing Dark Souls right now. Eventually, we're gonna play Dark Souls 2. I kid you not, Dark Souls 2. It's among my top 3 games of all time. It's genuinely that good. Dark Souls 2 is one of the best games ever made. Andrew killed the woman. That's a sin. Oh. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. Guys, can someone play defense? Well, no, he did. I was gonna say, but like, no, he literally got gaslit by his little sister into like murdering someone. That is small dog behavior. You can't even like look at that and say like, no, but he did it in a very like based Sigma sort of way. It was different. No, he's just kind of cucked for that. You're right. We gotta add 1 sin. So far, all of episode 1, only 1 sin has been committed. It was in self-defense. It was self-defense. No, oh, no. I'm not talking about this girl. Like, yeah, she can die. Like, the whore can like go to hell. Who cares? I'm talking about like the girl he killed when he was a little boy. She was gonna get killed by the organ harvesters. So she, okay, it's not. I'm again, her death is not a sin. I'm talking about Nina right now, because he did kill Nina. So like, retract it. No, but you've just brought it to my attention, Nina. I can't ignore that. He did in fact kill Nina. Like that was him. No, that's not true. She died of natural causes. She died in the box. He didn't do anything. He just put her in a box. But he did not kill her. That would not have added to his kin. He got an assist, sure. But last I heard, like, so what, Sins don't count to toddlers? No, that's not true. They definitely count to toddlers. There's some pretty evil toddlers out there. Wasn't like the Rizzler like 2 or something? Your Honor, my client would like to plead oopsie daisies. Oopsie, I didn't mean it. Lying about your involvement is a sin. No, but that one got canceled out, remember? Because he was having a wholesome moment with his mom, so that they cancel out. There's a negative and a positive make a positive. You gotta remember that. I'm glad you realized that. And maybe I said some things that weren't called for myself. As long as it's just us, can you promise to trust me? I promise, Andrew. But you also have to keep your promise to never leave me like that limp dick father of yours. Believe me, Mom, I don't think I'll be hanging out with anyone else for a while. Not even Julia? What for? She'll be the first person to go to the authorities will go to. Let's get out of here before anyone else shows up. Well, I've got the keys and the warden's gun. I'm surprised you didn't shoot him. You didn't shoot me yet. Andrew Graves, you wound me. All it means is now I can make sure you stop being lazy and do your chores. Keck! Now come with me, my little hairkin. What a wholesome, family-friendly moment. Second floor. There's the escape. What do you know? They left this open. Let me guess, you want me to jump? You're still thinking about being a romantic? Well, if you insist, I say go for it. I'd be rid of a few household chores anyways. Oh, come on. Didn't you teach me that it's always ladies first? You can lead the way, dear mother. Me and my big mouth. Who am I kidding? I'd miss bossing you around too much if you were gone. Of course, couldn't have you go without that. No, we couldn't. Now let's find something to climb down with. It's only the second floor, this rug. This seems long enough. Just need to find a way to secure it. Or you could just hold it on me while I descend. And how exactly would I get down? What happened to ladies first? And I'm sure you're strong enough to catch me in your arms if I jump. Well, we can always try. I used to do it when you were still a baby. Very funny, Mom. I'm in awe of your comedic genius. Now let's just grab the nail gun from the ladies' room. Thank you for letting me solve the puzzle, Andrew. That was really nice of you. What about summoning a demon that is 100% Oh no, that's true. Sorry guys. Yeah, there's no defending that one. I'm sorry guys. Angel Girl's better. You make a good point. That's like, you literally got one sentence in the court case though much. Saul can definitely solve that case. That's a solid defense right there, Like one sin, 4 virtues. I'd say like maybe we get to 5 virtues. They kind of cancel out at that point, The 2 of you use the nail gun to nail the carpet to the wall. It doesn't look safe. There has got to be something else. Forget about that. Let's just go for it. If anything, the carpet will slow my descent. I mean, I guess. Sigh, ladies first. What a gentleman. Bro couldn't even get like an upskirt shot. You're not smart, dude. This is not the moment for chivalry. So what now? Well, what happens now is that we'll skip town and then find a buffet restaurant. Uh-huh. Then we'll steal someone's identity or something to continue our lives. Right. And then as long as we never come to contact with law enforcement, we'll live a quiet life and die. You've got it all figured out, huh? God, Mom, I have no idea what we're gonna do. Andrew, Andrew, look at me. Everything will be all right. How can you promise that? How can we be sure of anything right now? Because I'm your mother and I know best. That's real assuring, Mom. Or at least it would be if I were still like 10 years old. Can you just admit that we're kind of screwed right now? No, I won't, and you shouldn't either. I didn't raise a quitter. You didn't exactly raise an optimist either. Just remember the story of Harrican. Remember how his mother ate anything that went after her baby? That's going to be us from now on. Do we really have to? The point is, we have to look out for each other. You be a good boy, do as you're told, and I won't let anyone hurt you. That pretty little head, I won't let anyone hurt that pretty little head of yours. Fair enough. Though I'd like our story to have a more buffets and less flesh eating. No promises. God. Now, let's just find ourselves a bus. Public transport. Among Us! Dude! No way! What are your top 3 animes? Number 3. Number 3 is always the hardest to decide. Who can say? Who can say? Probably. If I had to choose a number 3, probably, truly speaking, probably One Piece. I know it's popular, but it's peak. It's just actually peak. It's just really not true. Get it out. One Piece number 4. Familiar of Zero. How could I forget that? Number 3 is no, that's see, this is why. Number 3 is Kodomo no Jikan. Like number 3 best anime, Kodomo no Jikan. I'd put that at number 3. Number 2, Familiar of Zero. That was like I watched that show in middle school, molded me into the man I am today. Like that show basically was like, that show was my mentor in many ways. I watched it with a friend of mine in middle school. I kid you not, he introduces me to the show by saying, "Hey, you're into Fire Emblem, right?" Because I was really into Fire Emblem at the time. This show is a lot like that. It isn't. I don't know why he said that. I have no idea why he said that. We watched it together in Cunny Psyop right then and there. Number 1 best anime ever made is also the best thing ever made by a human in all of history. And that is Gurren Lagann. Number 1 Gurren Lagann, right there. Best story ever told by man. Best thing to occur in human history. It's like, number 1, resurrection of Jesus Christ. Number 2, creation of the Gurren Lagann anime. It's just right there. Like those are no contest, really. No contest. Nothing reaches. Renee mentioned she has a lawyer. What if that lawyer is Saul Goodman? If that lawyer was Saul Goodman, then after the murder, Renee would be like, "Don't worry, we'll just call Saul," and there'd be no problems. There'd be no issues. Clearly, she didn't call Saul. She called Paul, and that's why she's in a mess. Number 1, Boku no Pico. Shadow, I know everyone always says that it used to be the big meme, but if there's anyone out here who probably regularly watches like Shota Yaoi, it's definitely you, Shadow. 1000%. Code Geass, Uromanga Sensei, and Oriemo. I've wanted to watch all 3 of those shows. I got like a friend that's really into Code Geass, and I have a friend that's really into Uromanga Sensei. They're not the same friend, but I've wanted to watch all 3 of those. I definitely should. Now that I'm out of the apartment, yeah. Otherwise, I'll still just be a hair away from a panic attack. I hope that panic attack he has is really realistic and slow burn, thought-provoking. You poor thing. What do you mean when the game has a realistically depicted panic attack scene? I did say I was an advanced gooner. I don't think that's an advanced gooner, dude. I think you're just gay. That's called being a homosexual, Shadow. I'm just saying. Just saying, man. That's not a gooner advanced. That's just a subclass. I sincerely doubt it, but go ahead, indulge me. Supposedly, I can see the future now. At least, that's what it told me. Well, I hope you do. It would come in handy when it comes to avoiding certain things. So there's nothing for you to worry about. As long as you stick with me and do what I say. Oh yeah, dealing with demons, nothing to worry about there. Ah, come here, you. Mom, you'll embarrass me if someone sees us. Too bad, I'm keeping you like this until you smile if the bus shows up. Bro smiled. You get on a bus and drive the hell out of here. End of episode 1. Anything I want to frick is female. Alright, man. Whatever you say. Want to save or something? No, F you. No, I'm going to save because that's going to like delete my file or something. Alright, well, lads. We return here. Now, allow me to deactivate gamer mode. Gamer mode disengaged. That was the Coffin of Andy and Renee. Andrew and Renee. Episode 1. We're going to be... Yo, hello, chat. Bro, you came at the very end. Best OST. Oh, yeah, this is... Well, I'm going to say it at the start, but the song that I just ended was the song I was talking about. That's my favorite song in the game that I like find myself humming to. I'm like, this is the ultimate just hanging out with the lads beat. But we'll see that next stream. We have reached the end of the first episode. Next time, I know the second episode is longer, so I'm pretty sure it's going to take 2 streams. If we can get it done in 1 stream, sure. But if not, probably 2 streams. Most likely 2 streams, if I'm being honest. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Typical me, I'll watch the stream later. Yeah, you can catch on up. We have time. We'll do it next week. Join us, for everyone in chat. Join us on Sunday that we're going to be playing some spooky Roblox games. Very, very slop-pilled. We just played Gem. We just played Kino right now. So we have to play some Cole on Sunday to balance it out, you know? We've been playing nothing but bangers all week. So we gotta throw in a little bit of garbage in there, you know? It's only right. To the dev team, if you guys are still in chat watching, excellent job on the changes of the first episode. Cannot wait to see what you guys did for episode 2. And I said I'd show this off, so give me a second to show this off. But they have if I can get it open here. That team is working on a new game. That game being called no Steam. I want to sort by new, you baboon. Good night and take care. Thank you. No, thank you for making something very cool. Here it is. You hate to see it. Steam added again, being garbage. Here it is. Here it is. Perfect. Allow me to go back on stream mode for a second just to show you guys. Not on gamer mode, but let me show you this thing. Right here you can see it. Allow me to change. This is what the team has been working on. Pardon the delay there. I just wanted to show it off because very good guys, very good guys. You saw some of them in chat here. But they've been working on something new. So yeah, I wish you guys and everyone wish them the best of luck on that game. Making a game is a very difficult task. I have only a little bit of experience in that. So I wish you guys the best on this game. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I'll probably gonna play it on stream whenever that is the case. Their name is Graveyard Shift. Follow them on YouTube. I think they got a Steam page up. I'm not entirely sure. But you guys did an excellent job on the mod. I can't wait to play episode 2 next week and really looking forward to the full game when it comes out that you guys got cooking up. Can see the inspiration. Crow mentioned seeing more games in this style. I just noticed I had my desktop muted, so you couldn't hear the nice little bop they had. But alas, more of a reason to check it out yourselves. Alas. Thank you for joining us this stream, everyone. A new video should be uploaded. I know I said within 5 months. If I'm being realistic, it should hopefully. I already have the audio recorded and all the footage recorded. I'm just editing the video right now. It's on Black Souls, as I've already said. It should be up on the channel either on Monday or a bit later into the week, but no later than next week. You have my word. I know that isn't worth much because my upload schedule for main videos has always been quite bad, but you're going to have to trust me on this one. Either way, I'll see you guys on Sunday for the Roblox stream, and have an excellent day.